Everyone here agrees that it's totally acceptable and even smart to do a little background search on any potential date before you meet up with them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a quick scan of their socials.
Yeah.
Maybe check out their employment status on LinkedIn.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
Or
Maybe.
in Brooke's case, just ask your mom if your cousin is still STD free.
Jeffrey!
What's the status there?
I do
Mom?
not date my relatives.
Yeah, he took a shower. I think he's fine.
You guys are the worst.
And one of our listeners says that before he went out on his date, he knew not only where she lived,
Whoa.
but also where she worked. And that's how he met her.
That's not
Well,
good.
he says it's not creepy, and there's a totally reasonable explanation for it.
They all do, don't they?
And he's going to explain why in your brand new second date update next. A lot of people say dating in the workplace is a big no-no.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
Oops.
But then more people get married in the workplace than ever. So.
Brooke learned that the really, really hard way.
Uh-oh.
But what if you're dating in your live space?
Like with your roommate?
No, I'm not saying your roommate. I'm saying like in the same building as where you live.
I think that's fine.
If that goes wrong, it's not going to be awkward, right?
Well,
Well,
I think
if
it's
you
all
understand.
fine,
Well-
so I don't know if I'm the one to ask.
Brooke's
That's
like,
true.
hump everyone.
I mean, that's the situation that our new friend Brian is in. And I
Okay.
want to get all the deets on it. Brian, what's up, man? Can I call you Dirty B?
What?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Wait, you agreed to that, Brian.
Brooke's just jealous because you took her nickname.
All right, Dirty B, tell us about the girl that you met. What's her name?
Her name's Stephanie.
Okay.
Okay.
And what
Ooh,
floor
dirty
does she
yes.
live on?
She lives on the ground floor.
Oh,
okay. She's a
naughty.
budget girl. I see.
Lives dangerously.
Yeah.
Facing the alley.
Well, I would know the budget because you see, I'm the resident manager of the building.
Oh, bro, this just made it extra
Yeah,
weird.
that's different than just living in the same building. I don't know.
Wow, that's a lot of
Oh.
power that you have.
Yeah, you control stuff.
Dude, you can get keys to your
Yeah.
apartment and just go in.
Why
Brooke,
would your
don't get
head
it.
go there?
Creepy ideas.
That sounds like something I think of first before you.
That's not how you met Stephanie, right?
Like he was in her place.
Just waiting in her
She
living
got
room?
home from work.
Oh man, this is gonna go south quick then.
Oh, sorry. We're all piling
You
on.
are Dirty B. Sorry, go ahead. Tell us about how you and Stephanie met.
Well, we met because she's a new tenant.
Right.
I'm the one who showed her the unit. I'm the one who filled out her lease.
And did you
You're
did
like
you
the
have
manager,
a did you have a crush on her as soon as you saw her?
Oh, I don't know if I want to admit this.
So that's a
So,
yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Before she even came in, sometimes when tenants, I'll pre-screen them. And every once in a while, I'll look up their name because they'll be like,
Okay.
they'll pre-qualify over online. I did see her on social media, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
oh, well, look at this.
So you thought she was hot, and you're like pre-qualified.
It's basically every once in a while when there's a tenant whose name is female and is in this right age range.
Yeah.
It's a background check.
Got
A
it.
very, very detailed,
Yeah.
deep dive on a background
You
check.
want to make sure that there's a real person coming in and that
Okay. All
they're
right.
not lying about who they are and their position and stuff. A lot of people do it.
Or her last status is like, I burned my old apartment down, gotta look for a new one.
So what was your read on Stephanie?
So, I mean, she looked very presentable. So we went through the process. She wanted to get the place. I said, great. And then I was kind of crushing on her a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I noticed on her application where she works, because
Right.
she has a couple different jobs, but one of them is this yoga place. So I
Oh, yeah.
might have, I might have shown up at the yoga place.
Okay.
I'm with
Hey.
you. Still with you, man.
Yeah.
Are
If you
you?
know what you want, you got to go out and get it. I think
Yeah.
Ursula the Sea Witch said that. So keep going.
You're not doing anything illegal here. Just want to say, you can
Wait,
legally go to
okay.
a yoga studio.
How long has Stephanie lived in the building at this point?
This is probably 2 weeks in.
Oh, really quick that you're moving things forward. Okay.
Well, I'm just going to a yoga place. So,
What was her reaction when she saw you in her yoga studio?
well, she actually didn't really recognize me. She was looking at me, but she wasn't immediately like, "Oh my God, Brian." So
Why would she, bro?
I feel like you want to avoid your landlord at all costs.
No, actually, I didn't think of that, Alexis. It may be the opposite, where she's like, "Oh my God, my landlord's here."
I don't know. You only met him once for the walkthrough, basically, of the place and handing the keys
Well,
over.
that was the reaction Brian was hoping to get,
Right.
clearly.
True.
So,
and, I'm not a bad-looking guy, so it's not like I'm some weird living in the basement kind of, landlord.
You're in there shirtless with yoga pants on, like, oh, I didn't expect to see you here.
Yeah.
So I'm there, and I haven't really done this yoga before. I mean, I was shocked how hard it was to hold certain poses or even to get into them. So I'm sweating, I'm shaking.
Yeah.
And obviously she sees me, and then she recognizes me. She's like, aren't you in the, and I'm like, yeah.
She recognized you when you were in the pretzel position, but not when you were standing up.
Right. So I felt kind of stupid about, obviously, not being a successful practitioner, but she ended up walking with me back.
Oh, that's good.
And on the way back, I asked her if she wanted to get a bite, if she was hungry.
Okay, so you made the transition to asking her out on a date.
I sure did.
And
Hey.
She said yes. So
she said yes.
So we went to dinner.
Good.
And I felt like it was a fun date. We didn't really talk about anything too deep. We didn't get into any subjects that were stimulating and unique. We just kind of generally spoke.
Can I ask what type of food did you go grab with her?
Are you worried he's inexperienced with that too?
Yeah.
No, it needs to be hot girl food, like sushi or something.
We had seafood. We went to a really nice seafood place.
Okay, that's classy.
Yeah, it is classy. And you're saying that you guys didn't get into deep conversation, but I think that that's okay on a first date. Like, what was the vibe by the end of the night?
I felt like we were getting along. We definitely laughed. We were joking about a few different things.
Nice.
And I wasn't sure exactly how it was going to end. So we were walking back. Obviously, we're going to the same place.
Right. I mean, it's so easy to, like,
I even forgot about
come over
that.
to my place.
Is this where you pulled out the keys to her apartment and let yourself in?
Let me let you into your place.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if maybe there was going to be like a kiss or something, but she pretty quickly was like, "Thank you so much for the night," and then boom, the doors closed. Curtains of the window are shut.
That's so fun. That's fine. You don't have
She's
to.
on the ground floor. You always got to shut your curtains when you're down there.
Did you walk around and look through her windows and check?
She did the deadbolt. She started nailing the door shut. That doesn't sound like the best ending to the night.
But again, it's okay to not kiss on the first date.
I'm actually with Jose on this one.
It doesn't always happen.
Maybe she was nervous.
She could have been intimidated. Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like what it is.
Yeah.
We'll confirm that when we reach out to her and get your second date update right after this. We're on the phone with Brian, the property manager with restraint.
What?
Soon to turn into a restraining order, possibly. But
Oh my God, that is going so hard on him.
for now, he's using restraint and not using the company keys to enter his date's apartment.
Yeah, because that is highly illegal.
Very illegal.
I'm giving him a bad time.
You are,
We all
you
are.
are.
And
We were.
Brian has
Go
been.
on into her apartment, bro.
Yeah.
He's been a really, really good sport, even though we've been
Yes.
joking around with him.
Yeah,
He
man.
did ask out one of his tenants, though. And
New
they went out
tenants.
to a nice seafood place, had a great time. But the end of the night was kind of brief.
Yeah.
Because she just said, "Thank you for dinner," and shut the door to her apartment pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much the end of it. Now he's looking to us for answers.
By the way, can we just ask real quick, have you not run into her in the building at all since your date?
Well, I saw her leaving once, but I don't think she saw me.
With your binoculars, you were spying?
Yeah. She's like, I was in a bush.
She was climbing out down through the window.
Stop it.
I'm
She doesn't
just
use her
kidding,
front door
man.
anymore after that date.
Yeah, dude.
Jokes,
Don't worry,
man.
we will talk you up to her.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And we're about to call her, but I am not going to mention, and I don't think anyone in this room should mention that Brian found out where she worked from the application.
No.
Because that is not
God,
going to come off
no.
well.
Thank you. Yeah.
Even though it was a background check, it definitely looks really bad.
I mean, honestly, if you want to keep up that lie, you need to keep going to yoga, which would probably be good for you. It sounds like your hips are very tight.
Kind of a win-win.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how loose are your hips?
I'd give it a nice 7.
Wow.
Wow. Proved you wrong, Brooke.
Pretty good.
All right. Some loose hips.
You need to keep in that yoga class then.
Let's try and get you a date. All right, here we go. I'm going to call her right now.
Hello.
Hi, is this Stephanie?
Yes.
Hey, Stephanie, we heard you teach a yoga class, and we're very tight-hipped people over here. We're hoping that we could be stretched out a little bit.
This is where we're starting?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
Yeah. We were recommended to you by someone who's taken your class before named Brian.
Sorry. Are you guys trying to call the studio?
No.
No, we were given your direct line from Brian because we're trying not just to sign up for yoga class, but also trying to figure out if we could get you back on another date with him.
Yeah. We didn't mention we're a radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that might come off a little weird. So
Yeah.
Brian reached out to us because he told us a little bit about the day that you two hung out.
And the lovely seafood dinner that you went to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm curious as to what all you heard.
Pretty simple
To give
stuff,
you
honestly.
a snapshot of it is that he ended up meeting you and taking your yoga class.
Mm-hmm.
Then you parlayed that into a seafood dinner
Date.
and then after that he walked you home.
He said conversation was light. People were laughing.
Well, he was laughing.
Oh.
Okay.
He's a funny
You
guy.
weren't laughing?
Not really. I
Oh.
mean, I guess we have different sense of humor.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you find him unfunny?
Yeah, kind of.
Ah,
Well,
that's not
Yeah.
good.
can you tell us what happened?
Well, he took my yoga class,
Uh-huh.
and it took me a minute to notice it was him, and I felt really bad for him because he was really struggling, But I gave him some kudos for making it through the whole class.
Yeah, just even showing up, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then he asked me out to dinner and told me that he knew about this really nice seafood restaurant and was hyping me up and
That's
inviting
nice.
me out. Yeah, and I was excited. All right, so we get to the seafood restaurant and it's a Red Lobster.
Oh.
Hey, my
fancy.
grandpa still thinks those are really, really nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like you were unimpressed.
I mean, he kept talking about the best seafood. He did all this research online, and they get all this everything fresh every day. And
Oh.
Well, but I mean, come on. He tried, and that's his opinion of something nice. Maybe he's not a guy who is a real foodie, right?
Yeah, in his defense, it was fresh when they caught it, and then they freeze it, and they mail it
You
around
gotta
the
ask the
country.
name of the restaurant before you go on a date. Yeah.
Oh, good tip.
I guess.
Well, you mentioned though that he was laughing during the date and you weren't. What was
Yeah.
that about?
So at one point, I asked him if it was just coincidence that he showed up to my yoga class.
Oh, you asked him.
What did he say?
I did. He got really weird, and he started playing with his lobster and putting it in yoga positions, going, "Look, a downward lobster."
You didn't laugh at
That's
that?
awesome.
That's pretty funny.
Come on.
Just a visual.
Not when I'm asking him a serious question, and he's diverting it by trying to be funny.
Maybe with the bib on, it comes off a little childish.
A crayfish and a sun salutation. Not funny.
I mean, okay. I mean, he tried to make a funny joke and it didn't land.
Oh my god.
Is that really not worth giving him another chance?
Still making me laugh.
I know.
Prawns and mountain
Yeah.
pose.
Boy,
Come on.
these shrimp have bad backs. All of them are bent over. Right? Am I right?
And if that wasn't bad enough, something else happened.
Oh, what happened?
Okay. I've heard enough. I think.
Oh.
I guess
hey,
you better
friend.
tell her.
Darn it.
Hi, Brian.
Sorry.
Great.
Yeah,
Hi.
Stephanie,
Great.
Brian has been actually listening on the other line this whole time.
That's great.
He's supposed to wait, but
That's awesome.
Sorry.
yeah, he's there.
I think he needed to hear it, Stephanie.
I want to hear the rest of the story.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, yeah. What else
I
happened?
don't need to hear the rest of the story. I think I'm good. I think I got the gist of it.
Oh. Do you know
Why?
what she's going to say? I would be so...
Yeah, of course he doesn't want to hear the rest of it because he probably doesn't want me to say it on the radio.
Why?
What'd you do, bro?
Did he do something inappropriate?
I didn't do anything inappropriate. Okay.
Dude, he stuck me with the bill.
Oh.
Like stuck the bill to your body or made you
No,
pay?
I paid for dinner.
Oh.
Brian,
Oh.
you're the
That's
one that
rude.
asked her out. You're the one that picked the spot.
Yeah.
Okay, my question is, what's wrong with that?
What?
Yeah.
He invited me
What's
out.
that?
Yeah.
Look, I get compensation for certain things, discounted rent, et cetera. But, I know how much Stephanie makes from her application.
Oh.
Well, no, but hear me out. I know it sounds bad, but she has a bunch of side hustles. She has main income.
What
I know
does
that
that
she has
have
a huge
anything
savings
to
account.
do with anything? That's really creepy that you know that I make more than you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's creepy. He saw it on your application to live there.
Well,
That
that's why.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's weird.
That doesn't matter. So then that confirms that he didn't just randomly step into my yoga class.
Ooh.
Can't help you there.
Yeah, putting the pieces together.
Brian, any comments on that?
Look, I was.
No, there's nothing to look at. You're ratchet.
Oh.
Oh, he's a handy with a ratchet. I
No,
bet.
No, that's not what that means, Jeff.
Oh.
You just don't know
I don't
lingo.
think she still used it right though. I still don't think
No, it's
that
not,
was
but-
right.
I was going to pay. I actually had a coupon for Red Lobster that I had with me that I did not pull out because I was like, oh, that's going to look cheap.
Here's the
Just
thing,
happened.
Brian. If you can't afford Red Lobster, fine. Just pick another date.
I
Like,
can afford Red Lobster. I just figured that she has the means. I mean, I already paid for like the yoga class, which
That is expensive.
I imagine went directly to her. So
yeah, that's
Unbelievable.
Oh, that's a good point. He technically did pay you directly.
That is not how
No.
instruction
Come
works,
on.
okay? There's a building, there's a studio you have to pay
She
for,
makes a
there's
fraction of what?
Brooke,
insurance.
Jose, Alexis, and I are all on the same page
Wait,
here.
no, I
You're
don't
the
think
one
so.
who's on the outlier against Brian for some reason.
I don't understand
Devoted
it.
and caring listener.
Thank you,
Karen,
Alexis.
too.
when everything's said and done, I think I paid almost $60 for everything because there was like a rental thing. I had water. I had a protein drink at the
A mat.
yoga
You
Yeah,
had
class.
to rent the mat,
Rent
yeah.
the mat, yeah.
Protein
Yeah.
drink.
See, if
Yeah.
anything,
Oh my God, dude.
you overcharged him,
Yeah.
Stephanie.
Yeah,
I don't think that's
okay.
helping.
Now, before I offer to send you guys out on another date, would you mind paying Brian back first for the overpriced yoga class?
You have
Nope.
the money. Come on.
Stephanie,
Nah.
we're kidding.
Well, then let's just offer to send you guys out on a date then.
Oh, and we'll pay for it.
Yes.
No, I'm good.
Oh.
I'm done.
Oh, we didn't even get a chance to let Brian throw down a coupon. But, Brian, I'm sorry, man. It sounds like we can't get you another date here. But at the very least, would you mind sending us a video of you putting that lobster into downward lobster?
I
in the
can't
yoga
stop thinking
pose?
about it.
I know, it
Yeah.
sounds really funny. We could put it up on our page.
Little claws.
I mean, I'll send you guys a new video, I guess. But
Yeah, he can't afford lobster right
Yeah,
now.
I'll go back on payday.
I'm always interested when somebody says they have a go-to move that they use on dates that works every time.
And then they end up on our show.
Well, at least it works somewhat.
Yeah,
'cause
right.
Okay.
I've heard of this one guy. I'm not going to say he's in the room, but he calls it the ninja.
The ninja.
Oh.
You're on the couch, Netflix and chilling.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, whoosh, he sneaks up behind the girl with a black mask and a plate of nachos.
Oh my gosh, that sounds sketchy.
At first I thought scary, and then the nachos came in. So now I'm confused.
Oh.
Mixed
I'm
feelings?
confused.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I want you to be.
Oh,
Wow.
it's Jeff's move.
Did he
Works.
layer the cheese
Wait a
so it's like
minute,
not
Jeff.
just on the top too?
Okay, now the
I
ninja's
mean,
not interested
block on the
anymore.
side.
All right. It's literally theoretically already working on Brooke.
Yeah, don't get picky on the ninja, but it works every
The
time.
nacho ninja.
And by works, I mean he ends up going to jail. But one of our
Oh,
listeners
boy.
said that he has a go-to move he uses on dates. Let's talk to Mitchell about it. Mitchell, you pull a ninja?
I don't say it's a ninja, but I've got some things in my arsenal. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Hopefully it's
okay.
more like nachos, but okay.
We want to hear
Yeah.
about that in just a second. But first, tell us about the girl that you went out with. What's her name?
Her name is Jamie.
Jamie.
Met her online, doing the online dating thing. Came across her profile and thought she was really cute.
Okay.
The thing that really stood out to me, though, is that in her picture, she is rocking a fedora.
A fedora.
Oh,
Interesting.
Like
classic
she's-
ninja attire.
I was thinking she was like part of NSYNC, hanging out with.
It is a kind of a throwback piece
It
of
is.
clothing.
Like,
Yeah.
Or in a ska band.
I mean, it is time for him to make a comeback, isn't? Aren't we around that cycle right now?
I don't think
Don't
so.
look at me. I don't know why you're
The
looking
bucket
like, I
hats
know.
are back. Why not a fedora?
Those are way cuter.
Let's stop the
Yeah.
sidebar on old school fashion and get back to Jamie. And how did you end up
Yeah.
asking her out?
So, I messaged her and I was like, if I ask you out, I'm hoping that the first time we hang out, I get to see you wearing that fedora.
Oh,
okay. I didn't realize it was that important to the story.
Yeah.
It was very cool. I mean, it's a very distinctive thing, and I admire her flair and style for pulling it off, and she looked good with it. And so,
Okay.
she sent some laughing emojis, and we set up some time to hang out, and ended up going out to a bar and meeting in person. And I walked in, and sure enough, she had the fedora on. So
Which makes her very easy to recognize. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm sure she's the only one wearing one right now.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yes, she was indeed.
All right. So far, things are lining up. How did the actual date go?
The actual date went really well. We clicked. We had a nice spark in person. The same kind of banter was there from talking online. We got the mutual interest, like comedy and going to concerts and stuff. And
Nice.
it went really well.
So when you're
Nice.
sitting there talking to her and you're thinking like there's going to be more dates probably then.
Exactly. And kind of also getting the feel that like maybe we could take this date to another level. So this is me kind of sidebar with you guys. I guess this is where my move comes in,
Okay.
right?
Thank God, because to be honest, your date was kind of putting me to sleep there. I want to know,
was very
what are the moves that you have? What does Mitchell do to get a girl back to his place?
So my go-to is I will invite girl back to my condo because I have a hot tub there and I offer a more intimate experience there.
Nice.
I had to go back with you.
Just that easy.
I mean, and it's very apparent what you're looking for when you offer a hot tub.
Exactly.
I mean, they're just.
Oh,
I
I
need to
see.
get a hot tub.
I mean, honestly though, like you're in a bathing suit or maybe not.
Maybe
you
some
know.
arm
that's true.
floaties.
Yeah.
You guys like
Ooh.
hold each other and float for a while.
Yeah, that's what I
A little
see.
trust float.
Oh,
Is that how it works, Mitchell?
I mean, it can. That's what you're into. I'm down to trust float.
Yeah.
No, baby. Keep the jets off. I want to see through the water. I already got.
Wait,
No.
Did she bite though? Did she go back to your place for the hot tub?
Yeah, she was like, well, it sounds interesting and fun, but like I don't have a bathing suit with me. And I was like, well, I got spares back in the condo. That's not a problem.
You have spare bathing suits in your condo? Is that what you just said,
Bro.
Mitchell?
I mean, yeah, I told you it's my go-to move. I got one piece, I got two pieces.
Wow. You make it so that women can't even say no as an option.
Okay.
I feel like that should
gosh.
put me off more than it does.
Me too.
I'm like,
I
let's still
know.
go.
I think. Ugh.
I
Okay,
even got a
one,
fedora-shaped swim cap.
one, like sharing a bathing suit with another woman is just.
That's icky, right?
I'm not into it.
Well, I'm
and
sure the hot tub cleanses it and
No.
like sanitizes. It's like a washing machine.
Aren't you worried you come off as just like a
Yeah.
player? You know,
That's
like
a bad sign, bro.
you got a hot tub with spare women's
But
bathing
then that makes
suits.
you want to go more.
But it doesn't make you want to call him back. Like maybe you want to go for the night, but you're not
Mm.
expecting anything else.
Maybe that doesn't matter because it sounds like Jamie was interested. Did you guys end up going in the hot tub?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had another drink at the bar and then ended up going back to my place. And I think this is kind of where things maybe got away from me because right when we got there and before we even could get in the hot tub, the alarm on my phone went off and I had totally forgotten that I had this thing I needed to do for work. I couldn't avoid it for any other time. And
no.
I was like, hey, I'm so sorry. You can get in the hot tub. I have to do this thing for work real quick. But I could tell, like, immediately she was turned off.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I can't get a hold of her. She's not responding to anything. It's total ghost mode.
So she didn't.
That sucks.
She didn't sit alone in your hot tub, did she?
Yeah, she didn't get in. I
Okay.
think once she realized I wasn't going to join
That
her.
would be so weird.
That'd be weird.
Oh,
But you
no.
know what? If you were some crazy player, you know what I mean? You wouldn't say, oh, no, let's not do it. Like, you would say, screw
He
work,
is
let's
a
do
crazy
this.
player. That's what he's been talking about.
I
the
don't
whole
think so. I
time.
think the fact that you had to say, hey, I honestly have work. I gotta pause the plans right before you get in a hot tub. I think that says a lot that you're not just looking for one thing. Maybe
Oh.
that's a good thing for her.
I think she was just looking for one thing and it didn't happen. So
I didn't
now
think of that.
she's not calling him
I
back.
didn't think of that, Brooke. That's
Yeah.
good.
These are all good questions that we should ask directly to her.
Yeah,
When we
good point.
Yeah.
Reach out and call her and get your second date update right after this.
Open Gangnam Style.
You know what? If we get this
Why are
done,
we doing this?
and Mitchell, we help you out, are
I
all
like it.
four of us invited to come over to your hot tub?
Oh, yeah,
Yay.
hot tub.
I don't think we've ever had a hot tub show party before.
No.
And maybe there's a reason for that,
Yeah, there is.
but I'm willing to try it out. Mitch, you cool with that?
If y'all can make it happen, yes.
Oh,
yeah.
it is.
Save a two-piece for me,
Yeah.
extra large.
You're gonna have to clean that thing afterwards.
Got
I'll
it.
tell you that.
If you don't know what's happening, one of our listeners, Mitchell, met a girl online named Jamie recently. They went out to drinks where he used his go-to move on her, which is bringing up the hot tub back at his condo, where you can choose from any pre-used bikini he keeps handy.
Dude, that
Just
ain't
in
like
case.
that.
I know, Mitchell, that you want to call her to like get a second date. I want to call her and ask what was going through her mind that she was going to put on a
backup?
Yeah, used bathing
Like a store.
suit.
It's like whenever 21 instead of forever
Yeah,
21.
and trust some dude that he washed it. Oh,
I mean, yeah, go ahead and ask her, but she seemed to be down with it.
oh my
And,
God.
and I wash the bathing suits, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Good, good.
All right. I mean, she was into it, but the problem was as soon as they got back to Mitchell's place, his phone went off reminding him he had some work he had to get done.
Yeah.
And she didn't want to stick around while that happened, so she took off. And now we're going to try and figure out if we can get you another chance to get her back into that jacuzzi. That's what we all want.
It's what she wants, too.
Yes.
I mean, that's what I want. I'm at the front of the line.
All
Okay.
right. We all want it. Why doesn't she want it?
I
Let's
love
find
it.
out.
We
gonna
have
Let's
a group goal.
For once, we're all on the same page.
Yeah, we
When
are.
we're all there, when
Yeah.
you're in the hot tub with her. Yeah, it's going to be awkward.
I'm going to dial Jamie right now. We'll see what she has to say. Here we go.
Hello.
Hey, is this Jamie?
Yes, it is.
Jamie, what's up? This is Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning, the radio show.
Hey, Jamie.
Hey.
I can I ask what this is about?
This is about a hot tub party that we're having here that you're invited to.
I have no idea what's going on. What do you need, actually?
Well, we need some answers from you about why you're not calling back our good friend Mitchell, who you went out on a date with the other night.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Hear the light bulb go off.
Oh, no, the hot tub's making
Okay.
sense now.
Now I was like, what is happening right
Yep.
now?
Yeah, because Mitchell reached out to us for this segment that we're doing right now called Second Date Update.
God.
He's
Okay.
trying to figure out why you're not calling him back after the whole hot tub thing didn't go down.
Oh.
He did tell us a little bit about it. He told us about going out to drinks with you at the bar and then going back to his condo, but then he had a work conflict.
Oh my God. All right, I'll tell you. We were having fun. We did have a good time. And like he said hot tub, I was in the mood for some fun that night. I was like, okay, hot tub condo, let's go.
Nice.
Even,
Brooke, you're right.
even after he said used bathing suit that you could use?
Yeah, at that point, I mean, we were drinking. It was
You were
fun. I was
drunk. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes
I was
sense.
drunk. Come on. It was like, yes. All right, let's do this.
Okay.
All right, you
so
sound-
you were totally into it.
Very
Yeah,
into
we were,
it.
and we were really. He's nice. I mean, we were having a good time.
Okay.
But an alarm went off on
Uh-oh.
his phone. An alarm, and I was like, he goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I have this work that I forgot about." And he goes, "So I'm a video game streamer." And,
Oh.
and I'm like, "What in the heck? What?" Okay, so I was like, "All right, So what are you doing? You're going to play games?" He was like, "I actually had this idea to get more views and more, of likes and all this stuff. I would play games, video games in my hot tub with this sexy woman, which is you."
Oh my gosh, that
And I was
makes so
like,
much
"What
sense
the
now.
heck?"
Wait, he invited you to be in his video stream in your bikini?
Exactly.
Oh,
And I was like, "Was this planned? Did you have this planned?"
Oh, well,
Oh man,
That-
there's a lot of money to be made.
I'll
there,
just let
too.
you know,
that
Jamie,
feels wrong.
we didn't know anything about the video stream at
No.
all.
Yeah.
We didn't even know that that's what he did. We had no idea.
Of course, that doesn't even. You know what? That doesn't even surprise
Is
me.
he streaming this right now? Can you do
What?
that?
I don't know.
It,
Oh, he could be.
he's
Oh,
actually
yeah.
he's actually on the other phone line
Oh my God!
and he's listening and he wants to talk to you.
I see how it looks like it was a setup, but it was an
Exactly.
honest
God.
mistake of things just kind of lining up. But then I was like, well, why not just shoot my shot and see if it could happen? You know?
What is wrong with your thinking with this? Like, what are you talking
I
about?
mean, Mitchell, don't you want to like say hi and then exchange pleasantries with her first?
Guess what?
I'm sorry, I'm a little overwhelmed here. I'm just trying to jump in here and figure it out. We're all overwhelmed here together.
Okay, wait, hold on, Mitchell. How could this have not been planned? You're the one that sets your streaming schedule. It's not like
That's
there's
true.
a boss out there saying,
Yeah.
hey,
And
you
you
got to
have
do this.
Bikinis.
You know,
Yeah.
I got caught up in the date and having a great time and totally forgot about it.
It's not the first time you've done it. That's why you have the bikinis.
Yeah.
Alexis just called it.
Bikinis.
Yeah.
Have you done this?
I'm sure they're not washed.
Have you have you ever done this before, Mitchell? Had another girl in your hot tub while you streamed?
Remember, don't lie because people can find that video.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
There are a lot of things flying at me right now. Number one, I have never done that with another girl and streaming in the hot tub. It was a stroke of not genius of the moment.
Oh.
And number two, I have to say, I absolutely washed the swimsuit.
Keep driving that home.
That's interesting.
Oh, man, I don't know.
In his slight defense, both men and women do stream in hot tubs and they make a lot of money. So he could be doing this on his own too.
Okay, if you were going to make money, were you going to give her a cut?
Oh.
I'm
There you
totally
go.
down to give you a cut. Yeah, let's figure out a co-ownership deal.
Hey!
Let's get you a new
Co-stream.
sexy fedora to put on that head.
Oh, my God. That would be big, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the reason that he totally lost what he was supposed to do that night. The fedora was so cute, so sexy.
I mean, what can I say?
You see it now. You get it.
I'm with you, man. I just want to make sure Jamie's on board because, Jamie, we would love to send you on another date with Mitchell. You don't have to get into a hot tub. You don't have to put on a bikini. You just have to sit down with him to dinner and we'll pay for it.
I mean, at least he's like honest and apparent. Like he is
True,
what he.
very
I mean,
true.
It's very obviously what you're getting with Mitchell, right?
Look, I apologize again. I know it probably wasn't the best foot forward, but you were an incredible woman. You're beautiful. You're charming. I totally forgot about it. I'm not irresponsible like that. And I would love to fund all the fedoras you ever want to buy.
Oh,
Oh, fund them.
Jamie, that's that video game money.
yeah.
Come on.
Wow, a fatty.
What do you say? Another date
Don't
with him.
call her that.
No, fedora daddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
a daddy.
Just
Yeah.
didn't
Oh,
sound-
fud daddy.
There
That
you go.
sounds better.
All right, let's do one more. I am going to wear a fedora, but I'm going to bring my own freaking suit. I'll tell you that.
Okay, there you go. Have a couple
All
drinks.
right.
It'll be great.
All right.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Hey.
By all means, sounds great. I thank you for giving me another chance, and thank you all for the help.
And remember, nudity isn't even allowed on a stream. If you're streaming, you can't get fully naked.
No one was talking.
No one was
Oh,
worried
was
about
I
that.
the
That's
only
not
one?
where we were
Oh,
at.
I'm sorry.
Nobody
I
was
was
there.
interested in being on your stream, Jose, but never mind. Hot tub party over at Mitchell's house.
Fedora's off.
When you go on a first date to a restaurant or a bar, do you ever think about how there's probably other couples who are also having first dates at the exact same time right next to you?
I don't.
That's really
weird.
a bonding thought.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't want to
You're
think of
not
it
alone.
as bonding. Like,
Oh.
I don't want to be out romanced by
Oh.
somebody else in there.
I thought it was a comforting thing.
No.
If other people were in the same awkward position.
It's a competition. It's not a good look on me.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
why I always buy flowers and cake for every woman in the bar.
Oh,
To prove
Wow.
I'm the alpha lover of this sizzler.
Oh, you just set the tone, Jeff.
I think you just got taken advantage of, but I appreciate the cake.
But one of our listeners, Cameron, says he definitely got one-upped by another dude on his date.
No.
And he was actually cool with it.
Oh, okay.
So, Cameron, I guess you were at that sizzler, huh? I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Did your date fall hard for Jeffrey and you just had no control over the situation?
I mean, that's the only explanation, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, I
But
see.
I apologize already, but tell us about the woman that you went out with. What's her name?
Her name is Lauren.
Okay. And I'm guessing you met on a dating app or something.
We did.
Okay. What did you
Wow,
like
Brooke, you're
yeah,
like
no.
a psychic.
Wow.
What did you like about her?
I mean, she's really pretty, and
Okay.
it happened really quick. I asked her out pretty immediately.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Like
Okay.
second text message? Like, hey, sup, want a date?
Yeah. No, I wasn't really wasting any time here.
Wow,
okay.
you must be hot if that worked.
Appreciate the efficiency.
Yeah. I mean, that's going into like the date with not a lot of knowledge, right? You're pretty blind.
Yeah.
But it's good because, you know, I've had dates where I've talked with the girl online forever, and then there's just nothing to talk about at dinner.
I can see that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
waste all the conversation up front. I see what you're
Alright.
saying. Where did you end up going for your date?
Well, I took her to a hangar where I fly planes.
Whoa. Oh,
not
okay.
expecting that.
I did not see that
You're just
at
coming out
all.
of the gate with a flex, huh?
Oh my gosh!
you're
you
a
fly
pilot?
Planes, bro?
Yeah, so I made a point of making my profile pic of me in a plane cockpit because I figured that
Oh,
was
that's cool.
That's why she went out with you immediately.
No wonder.
Yeah,
My
there
head
it
goes
is.
to free flights.
Yeah.
Flights, and he's rich. If he's a pilot.
Well, do you own a plane or you share a plane with somebody?
So not yet.
Okay.
I've been taking lessons.
Oh, cool.
Okay, that's
Oh,
good.
okay. Alexis has officially stopped listening to the
Yeah.
conversation.
I already
now.
know people that are pilots. I don't need you anymore.
Yeah.
She's like, you don't have your wings yet?
Okay,
Okay.
so, I mean, what was the date plan at the hangar, though? You just walk around some planes and look at them?
Yeah, so I mean, I go to this flight school. It's 30 minutes outside the city, and I thought that would be a really cool first date. You know,
That's
just
super cool.
give her like exclusive access to an airfield that I can get into, and just look around, look at the planes.
Well, that's awesome.
Was there any food involved?
Yeah, the peanuts, Brooke. I'm sorry.
So, I mean, we were planning to go to a bar afterwards,
Okay.
but I just wanted to
Oh.
show her my thing, and she seemed interested.
Oh, so
Oh.
you didn't
That's
go
what she said.
flying.
Yeah.
You didn't like take her up in a plane.
No, I'm not allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
got
that's
it.
cool, though. I mean, it's cool that she was interested in it.
Was
Yeah.
she impressed by the plane tour?
She was. The weird thing is when we got there were some huge letters on the runway. It spelled out, "Will you marry me?"
Oh my gosh, bro, you're moving a little fast here.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that.
Are you sure? Because
Oh.
you asked her out second text message. I could see you
my
marrying
God.
her immediately.
Dude, there was a marriage proposal at the same time?
For someone else.
That's why you were one-upped on the date.
Yeah, I mean, it just proves my point that it's a romantic spot. But no, I mean,
Yeah, true.
I mean, it was awkward for a while, like just seeing the letters. It's like, wow, you move quick.
Did you guys actually witness the
Oh.
couple there, or did you just see the letters on the runway?
No, we didn't see the couple. We
Okay.
just saw the guy taking off.
But you
Oh.
said it was awkward. Like, what do you mean it was awkward?
For a minute, just to see that, and she made a joke about it, and we moved through it pretty quick. But
Because it's got to be hard to witness somebody do something ultra romantic right in front of you
Yeah.
on your first
Yeah.
date and then have to try and come off looking smooth.
You should have done a sign that's like ready to go to the bar now.
Attached it to a little paper airplane and tossed it in front of her. But I mean, it sounds like you were able to make it work. Did you end up going with her to the bar?
well, we did, but it kind of died there.
Uh-oh. Why?
While we were there, we witnessed this whole like big romantic gesture and everything. I think we're all kind of hyped up on looking at planes and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She really wanted to go up in a plane. She wanted me to take her up.
Wait, she knew that you didn't have your license yet, right?
I think she just thought we could sneak away with it and just have like this spontaneous romantic adventure in the sky.
What does this girl want, a death wish?
I
Like, I wouldn't meet some random dude who takes me out to a little airfield with some Cessnas and think, hey, pull me up in that plane.
Well, it wasn't just that. She wanted to sit in the cockpit too, but I had to
Oh, yeah.
tell her no.
Even just to
Oh.
take pictures, I'd want to do that.
Right, like she thought she was getting experience, but it was more like an educational
Yeah.
lesson. It
It's
seems
like,
like
that's an airplane, that's an airplane,
Yeah.
that's another airplane. Okay, let's get out of here.
It's a good hook for a future date, though. It's like,
Yes.
well, if you stick around, then
Good.
maybe I will be
Yeah.
able
After
to
what,
fly.
hundreds of flight hours? No.
Well,
I mean, it kind of paints you, too, as like you continually having to say no, no, no on a date that you're kind of like not
yeah.
fun. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think that of you, but I could see from her perspective.
I mean, I guess, but I'm at my flight school. I didn't want to get dinged, so
Right.
Yeah.
I thought just showing her would be enough.
I mean, how did you leave it on the date? How did it end?
The sparks kind of died down
Wow.
towards the end. I mean, I still like her, and I think we had a good time. I just, I don't know what else I could have done.
And she hasn't responded to you at all?
No.
Okay.
It's almost like it backfired. Like you tried
Yeah.
to impress her and you ended up like
Well, you-
failing.
Sounds like maybe you should have stolen a plane and taken her up
Okay.
anyway.
Well,
But
that's not
Probably.
Grand Theft Auto.
well,
You can't just-
That would have been hot.
Yeah, it would have been a rebel move. Bold thing to do. But let's play a song, come back, and call Lauren for you. Try to get you a second date update.
All right.
Okay, hold on. Muscular dudes flying around in F-16s, buzzing the tower, doing an inverted dive against a Russian MiG before jetting off into the sunset.
Whoa.
I mean, close.
All of that was not allowed
Ah,
on
yeah, there it
Cameron's
is.
first date. He could just point at the planes parked on the tarmac and say, hey, isn't that one kind of cool
Yeah.
looking?
It's not mine, so let's move away from it.
Yeah, I can't even show you inside. That's because Cameron doesn't have his pilot's license yet, but he was able to show Lauren around the airfield where he's learning.
Yeah. Which is cool, and she was interested in it. I mean, he told her that.
Yeah, but to make matters worse, while they were there, they saw someone else proposing with a giant "Will you marry me" banner. And so after all that excitement at the airfield, the date kind of fizzled after that.
Yeah.
But Cameron, today, we're going to be your goose for this second date update.
So we're going to pull him out of his nosedive? Is that what you're thinking?
We're going to try. Just
Okay.
please promise me that you're not going to eject until we hit the sweet spot. Can you do that? Because that didn't turn out so well for Goose.
That's really nice, you guys. Yes.
Wait, no spoilers. What happened to Goose?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the new one.
No, that's the old one.
Yeah, the old one.
Okay, cool.
That was my joke.
Good thing we're all up on our
remember
Top
that
Gun
one.
knowledge.
Yeah, whatever.
But bottom line is we're going to call Lauren and see if we can get you another date here. You feel ready, man?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. And this next date, you just make it a little bit more about her, and maybe she'll be more into it.
Yeah, and we'll just hope that there's not a lot of turbulence.
Okay. We've had enough.
It's like flying.
No.
I think there's more airplane puns coming. But
Yeah,
let's just,
I'm trying to hold him back. I'm sorry.
let's dial this
You're
number
grounded.
and talk to Lauren. Here we go.
Hello.
Hey, is this Lauren?
Yes, Lauren. Who's this?
Hey, my name's Jeff from a morning radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
A morning radio show.
Yeah. Hey, Lauren, we're all here.
Hey.
Good morning.
Sorry, did we wake you up?
No, I've actually just never heard of this show. I don't know what's going on here.
Well, we're on Spotify, too, if you listen to podcasts.
That didn't sound really sad and desperate.
No.
But we're doing a segment, a very popular segment.
Very popular.
Oh, yeah.
Extremely well known and beloved, called Second Date Update.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clearly not beloved by Lauren, but we're trying to help out one of our listeners that you went out with recently.
And who's that?
You guys went to an airfield together, and then a bar.
Cameron. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Cameron seemed like a nice guy, like a good dude who wanted to show you a good time.
A sex pot, if you ask me.
Okay.
That's the term that came to mind for me.
Just came out of nowhere.
What did you think of Cameron?
It was a cool date. Actually, it was the coolest date I've ever been on.
What?
Whoa.
It was. I was really interested in the planes and seeing them and everything. And I was really happy because we didn't just go to the bar and hook up, because that's what most guys want to do. So his date was really
That's what
original.
most girls want to do.
Well, that's great to hear. So you weren't disappointed in the airfield at all, because he was kind of worried about that maybe, you expected to go up in a plane and you didn't or something.
No, but I was still excited to go.
Okay.
That's what I like.
Hey.
Airplanes are cool. Guys, girls, kids, doesn't matter. Airplanes are just interesting.
Absolutely. So if this is one of the best dates that you've ever been on, why not call Cameron back?
Well, I said it was the most original date that I've been on, and I liked his choice. But
Okay.
some things happened. He made a comment later on, and it threw me off.
Huh, one comment?
Doesn't seem like he remembers that. I mean, do you think it registered with him that he said something that upset you?
Of course. Can I tell you guys what he said?
Yes,
Yes,
please, because nothing's ringing a bell for us.
So I don't know if he told you there was this weird part where we saw a plane taking off, and it was a proposal.
Oh.
Yeah, he did tell us.
He mentioned that to us, the big "Will you marry me" banner.
Yeah, and that was pretty weird. But as the plane was taking off, it was the comment that he made that he expects the woman to ask him to marry him. So I better be taking notes.
Was he serious or was he kidding?
Yeah, it sounds like a joke.
No, I laughed. He said he was a feminist, so
Okay.
he believes that women should be able to ask men to marry them.
Okay.
And,
Is that-
and that
Is
you're
that a bad thing?
Yeah, why is that bad?
Because maybe I'm more traditional, but in my dream, the man is supposed to propose to me. Like, I thought maybe, this could be a great dream. If it turns out good, then he'll do that for me,
Oh,
But-
no.
Okay.
He
I
kind
mean-
of took your dream away.
Yeah. I mean, it's a first date. Like, maybe he's just trying to read you as an independent woman, and he thought that would be something that you would also stand behind. you don't know for sure that he would never propose to you, right? Like, he's just making a simple comment.
Yeah.
He said for sure, you need to ask me to marry you.
Wow.
Oh.
Even if it was a woman coming to a man, it would be a strange
Exactly.
comment on a
Yeah,
first
yeah.
date.
I mean,
True.
we didn't know
On
that
the first date.
we didn't know that any of that was coming up in conversation between you guys. He didn't mention it. But maybe we should ask him about it because, I mean, I don't know what your dreams say about your perfect man. Maybe you're dreaming that he's on the other line listening.
Ooh, is that a dream?
Oh,
Well,
my.
dreams do come true
Look at
because
that.
Cameron's been there the whole time and wants to talk to you.
Yeah,
Oh, my
I didn't realize that set you off. Really?
What do you mean you don't realize that set me off? Cameron, you're a madman.
A madman? What does that mean?
On the
What do you
first
mean?
date, why would you say I need to ask you to marry me? Why would you?
I'm
why would
letting you know
say
that I'm a feminist and I'm into the cause and whatever. And I just want you to know that up front. I want you to know that you have. I believe you have agency, and I think assertive women are sexy. And
Okay. But so Cameron, you believe that all women should be proposing to men or just Lauren to you?
no, I think all women should be doing that.
Okay.
I want to just empower women to propose. Like I think it's going to be healthier for society.
Is this so you don't have to pay for a ring?
I don't
Because
I get what you're trying to say, and I appreciate any man who is open to the feminism.
Don't listen to her. She's
Feminist
not a feminist.
movement, but
It's just-
you'd be open if the woman wanted you to propose. You would be open to then taking on that role, right?
I mean, I could, but I'd find a way to screw it up. I'd put like a ring on a KFC chicken wing or something. You know what I mean? Like, guys are just like not good at that. I think, my mom proposed to my dad, and
there it
it
is.
was really romantic.
Okay. So you want what your parents have in a relationship.
You want to marry your mom.
no.
Having this conversation before, it's always mixed. Some guys are all about it, and other guys are like, no, I want to ask like traditionally. So maybe it's just kind of more of a surprise to her.
Yeah. I mean, Lauren, is this a first for you? Have you never met a guy like this?
This is a first and only and a one and done.
Oh,
It's that much of a deal breaker for you?
A deal breaker completely. Like, especially after I saw that romantic couple going up, I wanted that immediately. And he immediately, crushed my dream with that.
Well,
Maybe Cameron.
This is why you don't bring up marriage on a first date.
Yeah.
Never do it.
Well, we're coming in for a rough landing
Yeah,
here,
we
but I
are.
gotta
Brace
ask before
yourselves.
we crash.
there was turbulence.
Lauren, we'd like to offer to send you out on another date with Cameron, and we'll let you pay it as a feminist.
Oh, we won't
Because
even offer.
yeah, that's what a good feminist man would do.
You guys are really. I think we need to do some more research into feminism.
Yeah, I don't know a lot
Okay,
about
yeah,
it. I
that's
think maybe
not.
Brooke has to pay.
Yeah.
Honestly, Lauren, I do think I know your answer, but I need to hear it from you.
It's a very strong no from me, guys.
Oh boy.
That's all right. I mean, Cameron, you can't be too disappointed. Like, she's not. Doesn't seem like the right person for you.
I mean, I guess not. I mean, she is making her own choice, and I'm all for that.
Hey, that's
Aw,
a,
Yeah.
See, I love this. I think that's sexy.
If she wants to set women back another 50 years by not proposing, then that's good for her.
Exactly.
There's a fine line between being open and vulnerable on a first date and just flat out oversharing.
Oh.
You know, like,
that's a good
Yeah.
point.
It's okay to admit that you're a little bit nervous.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But maybe don't tell them you're feeling anxious because you haven't had any action in 26 months and 14 days.
Oh no.
In fact, you're not 100% certain that it still works down there anymore.
Oh,
That is-
But you're hoping that
Abort.
maybe you can find out tonight.
Why are you still talking?
See, that's oversharing. And one of our listeners definitely crossed the line of overshare. It wasn't on
cringe.
purpose, but it did cause the most embarrassing 5 seconds of his entire life.
Yikes.
We've all had an embarrassing 5 seconds.
You're going to hear exactly what happened and see if we can get him another chance in your brand new second date update next. I think a lot of people listen to our show, which starts at the butt crack of dawn, and they think, oh, well, they must all be morning people.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, I want to make this painfully clear. just because we work on a morning show does not mean that we are morning people.
No.
We slog through these hours in complete and total agony, just like the rest of you. And slog is actually a nice way of putting it.
Yeah.
You think we whine on air? You should listen to what happens in the studio off air.
But today, we actually have one of those types on the phone.
Oh, chipper, aren't they?
For some weird reason, enjoys waking up before 11 a.m.
Oh, my gosh.
His name is Neil. Neil, what is wrong with you?
I just like getting up in the morning and starting my day off right.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
I had a roommate like you once, Neil, and it was terrible. She'd be doing dishes at 7 in the morning.
Oh, that's
like,
the worst.
banging pots outside. I'm like, stop it!
Yeah, I'm going to go on a run. I'm like, don't come back.
Yeah.
So, Neil, why? I'm so mad at you.
Yeah.
Why have you emailed us for help? Who are we calling?
Okay, so I need you to help me out with this girl that I met online. Her name's Erin.
Okay.
Erin, okay.
And she's also a morning person.
Oh,
Wait.
God, we're going to have two of
A
you?
morning
She'll
couple?
probably
Ew.
answer.
2 people under the age of 50 who actually like getting up in the morning. How did you find each other? Amazing.
Well, that was one of the things that sort of attracted me to her because we met online, and one of the things I was looking at on her profile was said that she was a morning person, and I was like, thank God, she likes to get up earlier than I do, actually.
Yeah. Hey, it's a good pair. Seriously.
Yeah.
They say timing's everything.
There's someone out there for everybody. So what did you and Erin end up doing?
Well, we decided to go on a breakfast date.
Of course.
Oh, God.
That's kind of cute. You lean into it. I
Meet
like
you there
it.
4 a.m.
Yeah.
And this was kind of where the problem was. We set the date at 6:30 a.m.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's not far
Hurts
off.
my head to think about it.
Dude, a girl is waking up and doing her makeup
Yeah.
before 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, she was totally up for it because she gets up and goes for a run at like 4:30 a.m. So it's like actually in the middle of the day for her.
In the middle of the day?
Yeah.
Is this lunch?
Seriously.
It's like two masochists going out with each other. But, okay,
That's
so
cute,
how
though.
was your breakfast date?
So we showed up at 6:30 and the cafe didn't open until 7.
Oh my God. So you're
Oh
just
my
sitting outside the door.
Those lazy cafe workers opening late.
What are you going to do, though, for a half an hour?
Well, we decided to go on a little walk, and we were just kind of walking and talking just to kill the half an hour time or whatever. And about 10, 15 minutes into it, I had to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
And luckily, my place where I live isn't that far from the cafe. So I asked her, is it okay if, we go back to my place and I just use the bathroom real quick? She's like, yeah, that's fine. No problem.
What? You don't just go into the alley and do it on the wall like a man?
I think that's illegal.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I mean, legal schmiegel. I've done it so many times.
Not a good look either, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll give you that.
I go into my apartment complex and she gets in the elevator. I didn't ask her to come upstairs with me and she's just kind of following me. So I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm in the bathroom and I'm doing my business and I ran out of toilet paper.
Oh, no.
You needed toilet paper, which explains why you couldn't do this out in the alley. Now I get it.
Oh, yeah, I forget for dudes. Yeah,
for dudes it's a
okay.
little different, but
But that sucks. What are you going to do? Yell to her
Hey.
can you throw me a roll?
Yeah.
Exactly. I didn't want to yell at her, hey, can you hand me some toilet paper from the hallway?
No.
So I decided to run out into the hallway and get it, which was a bad decision.
Oh, bro.
Why?
What did you have, pants around the ankles, shuffling
Yeah,
around?
exactly.
Oh, what are you, a
you
child?
did?
She's in your apartment.
No.
Well, I didn't think she would be able to see me, and I thought she was sitting in the living room, which is away from any sort of where she could see it. But she's up walking around, and I walk out of the bathroom, and I'm there with my pants down.
No.
We make eye contact, and it's super awkward. And I could just tell from the look on her face that she thought I did it on purpose.
Oh,
no.
God.
When I think
I'm the kind of guy that sort of just zips down his pants and just hey, what do you think? I'm not that kind of person.
No, you flashed her by accident.
What did you even say?
Yeah, do you say anything in that moment? What do you
No,
do?
she just turned out and left, and I had to scurry into the bathroom, obviously, to finish up.
You're bunny hopping it, hurry, wait.
Wait, she left?
Yes, and I texted her. She didn't respond. I went down to the cafe. She wasn't there. So she thinks I'm some weird pervert.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, dude.
She does.
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
does.
It's a total misunderstanding.
It's really weird that that exact situation has happened to me, but like 10 times. And I've actually hooked up after every single time.
Wow.
that's because it was at night, not in the morning.
It's,
It's the morning part that makes it creepy.
that
you were
AM totally ruins it,
Yeah.
bro.
And you were still in the alley.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down in an alley.
Well, right place, right time for me.
Oh my God, but that is terrible. I bet you feel awful.
Well, it's a very embarrassing situation.
Yeah.
But it's worth it for me to go through this again because we vibe so well. And even though we didn't spend a lot of time together like that, 15 minutes that we were talking like was really, really quality. And I could tell that she's a quality person. And I'd hate for this to happen over like a mistake.
Yeah. You finally found your morning person and you blew it.
All right.
Yeah.
We're going to call this quality lady for you, Aaron, in just a minute here. But first, pants up or pants down for this
Jeffrey.
call? Where are we going with?
Well, I mean, we're on the phone, so it doesn't matter. But we're saying
Oh,
pants
it matters. It matters. I can tell.
He's keeping his belt buckled. I mean, come on.
All right,
We've
fine.
learned our lesson.
Okay,
here.
That's
so
your
only zipper
decision.
down.
We're going
Yeah.
to do it with your second date update right after this. We've all heard the saying, early morning bird gets the worm, but I don't
my
think
God.
that is the type of worm that Neil's date had in mind. Because
me.
Because before their breakfast date, he and Aaron stopped at his place so he could use the bathroom real quick. But there was no toilet paper in there. So Neil made the decision to shuffle out pants down to grab a roll in the hallway.
I mean, we've all been there before.
We've
we
all
can
done
understand that.
Yep.
The TP shuffle. We've all done it.
And
Not
that's
with a
when
date.
early bird
Yeah.
Aaron got an eye full of morning worm.
Oh my God.
And this is a good learning moment. Brooke, what should Neil have done instead in that moment?
God, use a washcloth and throw it away.
Ew.
I mean,
Gross.
that's a better solution.
I mean, yeah, I could just hop in the shower or
Yeah.
ask her for
hop in a
help.
shower. You're saying no. A washcloth is much more logical here.
Neil, that makes sense to you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but it's just all a misunderstanding, you know. Like, I already had taken a shower anyways. Like, I wasn't gonna go back in.
You can
Dude,
hop back in.
I'm
and
sorry.
wash
I
your
would
butt.
leave too.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's not what we're talking about. We're trying to get him another date here because, yeah, I would have probably run out too
It's a funny explanation if she believes it.
if she buys it because she may think that you did it on purpose as a way to come on to her. Let's find
that
out.
would be the dumbest way to come on to a woman ever.
Oh my
Just an
gosh.
FYI.
Just-
Yeah, no.
Flasher.
Just saying, we've heard dumber on this show.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, let's talk to Erin and see what she has to say. I'm a dollar number right now.
Hello.
Hey, is this Erin?
Who's calling, please?
Hey, my name is Jeff from a radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Hi, Erin.
Hey.
Okay.
We're a morning show, and we hear you like the mornings.
I do.
We
Yeah.
knew you'd answer.
Do you ever listen?
No. Sorry.
Oh.
That's okay.
There's
She likes to be happy in the morning.
Yeah, she likes to do things that are actually productive for herself. But we're trying to be productive right now and help out one of our listeners that you went out on a date with recently.
I see.
A date that, from what we heard, didn't go that well.
That's an understatement,
Yeah.
actually. Went
Didn't
terrible.
really actually happen, technically.
His name is Neil.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's
And,
an appropriate reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spoke to Neil a little bit about what happened, and honestly, we don't know him that well, but we always try to give the person that calls in for help the benefit of the doubt in these situations.
Neil is the reason that I don't date online anymore.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I deleted the app, and I'm all done.
You know, that's
see.
totally understandable.
It makes sense from what we've heard, and I'll just tell you what we know because, he told us the story. And I'm not saying this is exactly what happened because we've heard a bunch of these calls before, and sometimes they're not always telling us the full truth. But
No.
can I tell you what we understand happened on your date?
Sure, why not?
Okay, so what we know is that you met up to go to breakfast. It was closed, so you took a walk and had to stop off at Neil's place real quick so he could use the bathroom.
Which
it was either number one, planned, or not to be corny. Number two, who takes a dump on a first date? I mean,
it's more nature.
Can't you take care of that stuff before you leave the house?
Okay.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, valid points.
The part that seemed like the biggest problem to us was when he said he came out of the bathroom trying to grab an extra roll of toilet paper and didn't expect to see you standing in the hallway.
Yes.
Oh, is that what he said?
Is he lying?
I don't think that that's true. Nobody comes out of the bathroom, pants around their ankles, standing there, their arms, on their hips, proudly.
Are you saying that you've
Wait,
never done that before?
Wait, hands on hips.
What's that?
What do you say? What do you mean he was
Yeah,
like
it
a
was
Superman
like
pose?
Superhero pose, and he made direct eye contact with me. That's not a duck waddle to the storage closet for a roll of toilet paper. That was a different stance altogether. It was completely creepy. I don't know. I don't believe him.
Was he standing and posing with his hands on his hips, or was he in the middle of doing the Macarena?
That's not funny,
It's a good
Jeff.
morning dance.
Come
Or
on.
was he trying to cover up? Like his hands could be by his hips because he's about to cover up his,
that
There was no coverage.
None.
Oh my God.
And you know what? There was no shame on his face either.
What do you
Okay,
mean?
and-
He said when we talked to him, he was so embarrassed.
He said he was in shock because he did not expect to see you out there.
I mean, maybe if that's what shock looks like, I don't know. But,
Oh my God. So from your description, it does sound like he did it totally on purpose.
I mean, hello, he's a guy and he met me online and he got me to go back to his apartment, which was stupid. But
There's got to be some middle truth here.
Yeah, is there anything that we missed? Is that the whole thing, the awkward moment in the hallway?
Well, the only thing that we didn't discuss is he was groaning. He was making these weird groaning noises. I think he was in the bathroom for some other reason.
I don't know.
When he was in the bathroom, he was groaning, or when he was standing with his hands on his hips?
When he was in the bathroom.
His stomach's upset.
Get out of here with this
I have
guy.
the ick. Get away.
Yeah.
These are two sides to the same story, so let's see if we can get to the truth, because I have to tell you, Aaron, Neil is on the other line listening right now, wanting to talk to you.
Oh, here we go. What is wrong with you people?
It's a great question.
Neil?
I'm sorry. Neil, what the hell?
Hey, look, everything, this is just a total misunderstanding, okay? Just please hear me out for a second, okay? First of all, I didn't invite you to come upstairs with me in the first place. If you recall, I said, hey, I'm going to go back to my place and use the restroom real quick. And then you just followed me. I thought you were going to wait in the lobby or downstairs or something like that outside. I didn't say, hey, why don't you come up to my place? All I said was, I'm going to run back up to my place and use the restroom, and you came with me.
All right, that's a check mark on Neil's category for telling the truth.
That feels
1
like
point,
you're
Neil.
Feels like you're blaming her. Like it's your fault for coming up. Come on, Neil.
Well, no, I'm not blaming her for coming up, but I didn't intend on her coming up in the first place.
Okay.
I mean, it was a total misunderstanding.
It wasn't like he set it all up, is what he said.
Yeah, and why would why would somebody go and use the bathroom if I was trying to do whatever it is that you thought that I was trying to do? Why would I go to the bathroom first? I mean, that's just disgusting.
Maybe you had to freshen up down there first.
Why would I tell you I'm going to use the bathroom then?
Yeah. We already knew that he took a shower in the morning, so he was as fresh as could be.
Yeah, I know, but why are you standing with your hands on your hips?
I think I was just in shock that I was frozen, and I don't know where I put my hands or anything, but all I remember is just seeing you seeing me, and I was frozen.
I have at least 4 or 5 points in Neil's category. I want to give Aaron a chance to talk. Yes. Aaron?
Okay, I don't know who Point Boy is, and it doesn't really matter to me.
Okay, that's another point that I'm going to award to Neil just for the attitude.
You just keep giving him points, as many as you want. The fact of the matter is, no matter what his intentions were, I've already seen everything he has to offer, and I'm not interested.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah,
that is not fair because I actually have gotten compliments before, and it's look that's another thing too. I wasn't even fully
okay. And what do you mean compliments before? You do this often? You're just standing naked in front of people to be judged?
Oh no.
Okay, I think we need to know what was the temperature on the thermostat inside your apartment that morning.
I keep it at 68 in my place.
Oh, that is a brisk temperature.
Yeah.
We keep it at
can't.
69 in this
boy.
studio.
If he was placed
And
on
it's
his-
cold in here.
It doesn't matter.
Where?
Not.
After seeing that, it's not going to be attractive.
And there's just too many, like, we're just concentrating on the wrong thing here. If you wanted to get him a date, I think it's not the size that matters, it's the intention.
I've never heard you say that.
Yeah.
And I've got a paper full of check marks and points for Neil. And so
don't think
I
that's
want to
gonna
ask
matter.
you,
weird
Aaron,
scoring system.
would you like to go out with him one more time and we'll pay for that date?
Oh, sweetie, there's just not enough money. There's not enough money in the world.
It's
I
not
get
money,
that.
it's gift cards. How many gift cards will it take?
I think I should charge you just for this conversation.
Neil,
Oh, Neil.
how you doing, man?
This sucks.
Dude, honestly,
It was
Sorry, man.
totally a misunderstanding.
keep your
Yeah.
spare toilet paper underneath the bathroom sink like every other human
And time
being.
your bathroom things better.
Just go in the alley like a man. Hands on the hips, of course.
Absolutely. Power pose.
That sounds messy.
That's how we do it.
Okay.
In today's second date call, we conducted a little mini experiment with Brooke regarding a few of the guys that she's dated in her past.
Uh-oh.
And this is something we've never attempted before. I don't think
Really?
Brooke was expecting the results of it, but I will say this, the numbers don't lie.
Oh, wow, you're just going to stick to it, huh?
And
Crunching
maybe
I don't know. Like, what is wrong with you?
I'm just saying maybe it's going to help us understand the unusual mindset of one of our listeners when it comes to finding himself a suitable match in the dating world. You're going to hear it coming up
I
in a brand new second date update right after this. We're going to do a fun little experiment here.
Oh, that's exciting.
And Brooke,
Okay.
before you
Yeah.
got together with your husband, Michael, think about the last couple guys before him that you dated.
Yeah.
I need you to rate them based on their attractiveness. Just simply 1 to 10, the last two.
Oh, they're both, well, no, okay. One of
They're
them,
changing in your head.
I'd give one of them an 8.
Okay.
Eight.
And then I'd give one of the other ones when he showered,
That's
5.
That's not
Oh.
good.
Yeah.
Wow, was when he showered?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Unshowered?
It's
Probably a 9. He went up. She likes it.
No,
No
3.
shower.
I go
A
lower
3?
on that
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have an 8
Yeah,
and a
It's just
3.
he had really greasy hair.
Now, a recent
Oh.
study
Yeah.
says if you average out the numbers of your exes, that is what society deems your number is. So, Brooke,
okay.
you would be a solid 5.
Wow.
Oh.
I don't actually argue that.
No,
Yeah?
wait
That
a
feels good to
minute.
me.
Okay, I didn't think you would. It's like you
Partners.
are what you eat, you are who you've dated.
Okay.
And one of our listeners may be dealing
I'm
with
shallow.
a numbers crisis in his dating life. His name, and I apologize if I pronounce this wrong, is it Thom? Thom?
Yeah, it's Thom. There's an H.
Cool.
Oh, and it's pronounced.
Look at it,
okay.
like
All right,
Tom with
cool.
an H.
What's up, Thom?
Hey, guys.
So, according to your email, it says that before the date, you considered yourself to be a 6, but afterwards, you consider yourself a 4 now.
Uh-oh.
No.
Why do you feel that way? Did you fall face down on an escalator? What's going on?
No. I mean, when I went out with her, I thought she was a 6 easily, but she's like not calling me back. So now I'm thinking I'm a 4. You know.
Oh, you
Oh.
think
I
you're not
see.
meeting her
Oh, my
standard.
God.
If you can't lock down a 6, then yeah, what does that
Right.
leave
Can we
you?
just like put it out there that no woman, no matter where you actually think they stand, should ever be called anything but a 7 or an 8?
Well, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, at least not to their face, but she's not on the phone right now, so we're allowed to be honest.
Here's this. She's really not calling him back.
You know?
Yeah.
Why do you think you failed?
I have absolutely no idea. I mean, look, I didn't put in like a ton of effort. Maybe that was
Well,
that
maybe
Okay, well,
speaks
that's
for
something.
itself.
it's one big clue there,
I
Thom.
don't know. I didn't listen.
I
I,
don't
didn't
know.
do anything. I don't know what her name is.
Yeah, do you know what her name is? Do we put that much effort in?
it. Yeah, Tori.
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 Is
okay.
Tori. Is it Tori or is it Thori with an H in the middle?
That's funny.
That's a good one.
It's just Tori.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Where did you meet Tori?
Dating app,
All right.
which I normally, it was weird. Like I kind of aim higher. I'm going after 7s and 8s.
What are you saying?
Well, hear him out. Let's hear him
It's
out.
like, why are
No, you got to listen. Wait, listen. I mean, that was the thing. I've been like kind of going after these sort of, I guess, aesthetically more beautiful women, but it wasn't really working. So I was kind of like, well, I'll go out with this girl. She's probably a 6.
I feel you, brother.
Okay.
Do you always think of people on this rating scale?
No, I mean,
Okay, Brooke, all men think that way. Surprise news flash. Surprise news flash. We think beautiful women are beautiful.
No,
and if that offends
that's
you,
different.
then that's your issue.
That's different than
It's not
rating
different.
every single person you meet. Okay, so here's my question.
Women do this. I know women rate guys.
I don't rate people in my head.
Yeah, I don't rate people in my head.
I find them attractive or not attractive for sure,
I have
but
the
I don't
evidence.
play.
8 was one of your boyfriends, and 3 was the other one. When to your check. You don't rate people? Okay. I guess you're right. We'll go off of your word on that one.
Okay. Can I just ask Thom a question?
Go ahead.
I'm curious because it doesn't sound like you are attracted to this woman.
Yeah.
And it doesn't sound like you're interested. Why are you calling us to get in touch with her?
I mean, it's not as if I wasn't like 100% unattracted to her. I mean, we were definitely getting along, I guess.
Are you just bored?
When you
know,
say
there's-
I get,
like,
it really sounds
There's
like you're
people you
bored,
keep
bro.
around when you're
Or
bored.
he's being rejected and he hates it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
he
it's
doesn't
a
know how to
want what
handle
you
it.
can't have thing.
That's true.
I don't know. I mean, look, we just went to like a dive bar. It wasn't like we did some big fancy dinner. I wasn't exactly willing to spend a lot of money on it, but
What?
Well, no,
If-
he means
I don't know.
like,
If she was a
is
7 or
happening?
8, then you would have gone the extra mile and like paid
I
extra.
probably would have.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, Thom,
you're a guy.
I think that's fair.
were you nice to her when you were on the date?
That's a good
I'm being
question.
serious.
Yeah, tell us about the
Did you
date.
compliment her?
A little bit. I mean, we hung out and we laughed every once in a while. It was kind of cool. The one thing that was kind of strange, I mean,
I guess.
after we had been drinking a little bit, I like went to the bathroom and I came back and I was going to give her like a surprise hug, but she was sitting down on a bar stool and I kind of like gave her a hug from behind and it was almost like I got her in like a little headlock.
Ooh.
Oh, I know what you mean.
You're standing up and she's sitting, so
Oh my
Yeah.
the alignment isn't
well,
right.
those can be
I-
cute. He didn't really put her in a headlock,
No,
guys.
my husband's height, it's like whenever he hugs me from behind, it is literally like a chokehold. And
like
I
a half
hate
Nelson.
it. I hate it so much.
Did you let go after 30 seconds, or
It's like
did
you
you
can't
let her
breathe.
lose consciousness?
She literally falls asleep.
I gave her like a little noogie, you know, kind of thing. Like,
Wait, what?
You gave her a noogie?
Are you
Okay.
joking?
Friend zone.
No, that's a joke.
no, it was just a stupid quick thing.
That's a little friendly
All right.
behavior,
Okay.
my friend.
I would never call a man back. I don't care if he was a 20 on
Yeah.
whatever
I
scale you're working on.
Okay,
if a
fine.
dude
Noogieing
walked up
around
and
here.
gave me a noogie, I'm with you.
Okay, but
Come
you're
on,
a
Brooke, get
you're,
over here.
Brooke, you're a 5. You don't get to choose like that. We're talking about a
I do.
6. We're
I
talking
do
about
get to
he went
choose.
out with a 6.
What was her response to the noogie?
Yeah, look, she seemed startled at first, but we had been drinking, so she just brushed it off and we just got back to talking.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure when she realized it was you, everything was okay.
And her mood didn't change? Like, she didn't become more icy or cold towards you?
You know, to be honest, I didn't really notice because I was sort of like not as interested anymore. I'd sort of lost the desire to take it any further. I was like, whatever.
Are you trying to be a jerk right now?
No. Look, I mean, I'm being honest with you. That's totally how it was on the date. I was just like not into it. But then when I got home, it was like I realized out of all the dates I've been on and all the dates that I don't like, I kind of liked her the most.
So she was the best of the worst.
Right.
She's like on
Right,
the
okay.
verge.
Okay.
I'm really concerned with myself that I followed that.
Yeah. It's a position that some of us have been in many, many times, clearly. So,
Fine.
okay, how long has it been since your date with Tori then?
It's been a week.
Okay, have you tried to put any effort in since it doesn't sound like you put any in initially?
Yeah, I mean, look, I waited about 4 days. Then I called once. I didn't leave a message or anything. I just hung up. And then I texted her after that.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
God, and they say romance is dead.
Well, some people might
like,
think
I
you're
let
coming on a little bit strong
Yeah.
there at the end.
You let it ring once? Bro,
Yeah.
clingy.
But we'll see how Tori feels because we're going to come back. We'll call her directly.
I'm actually really excited to hear her opinion of this situation.
Me too. And maybe we'll have her rate you.
I
See
feel
if
like
you guys
we
met.
should just drop the
I
rating.
actually want to hear her.
Everybody
rating.
wants
No.
And then we'll rate
We should
everybody in this
stop
room.
rating.
We're going to come back and do
Rating
it.
is not healthy.
It's a rate fest when we come back for your
Okay.
second date update right after this. We've got an interesting situation on our hands here with one of our listeners, Thom, spelled like Tom, but with an H in there.
Yes.
And to a few of us on the show, it sounds like he only wants another date with this woman, Tori, because he's kind of bored.
Or he's being rejected and hates that. I can't decide which.
Yeah, we're not. He doesn't
Yeah.
seem that into her,
No.
at least according to some people in this room.
According to him.
To me,
he said that.
well, I don't know how he feels. Personally, it sounds like he is passionately in love
That's his passion?
Trying to play it coy. Not give away his true feelings.
He told us that he was being honest like 8 times, so I don't know.
That's what a coy person would say.
But got me, Jeff.
Yeah, it tricked me too.
Truth is, there really weren't a lot of highlights to cover from their dive bar hangout, except for when he tried to hug her from behind and accidentally put her into a mini headlock.
Yeah,
and they gave her a noogie.
Yeah,
the noogie at the end.
So that's a huge highlight.
Yeah.
I mean, or a low light for her.
It's kind of playful flirtiness there.
It's not.
Well, to some it could be.
The noogie's almost like the I do kiss.
Yeah.
Right? It's very cute and romantic.
I see potential for it. Anyway, we're hoping to help cure Thom of his eternal boredness and get him another date with Tori here. Brooke, is there anything disparaging you'd like to say to Thom before we begin here?
I feel like I covered it all.
Yeah? Anything left?
Yeah. What I want to ask him is if he is going to be embarrassed if he gets rejected on the radio.
No, honestly, not really.
Okay, good. No pressure.
I mean, she's already basically rejecting you as it is.
True.
You can't be double rejected.
I don't know how much else I can worry about that if it happens.
Okay.
All right. Well, usually
So you just don't care about that either. Okay, we're just a little apathetic.
I can sense the passion in Tom's voice right.
Oh.
Sorry, Thom. My bad.
What if Thom's just killing time with us right now? He's like, man, I'm kind of bored. I'm just going to call this radio station.
Maybe. Well, let's get it done. We'll see what she has to say. I'm going to dial her number right now. You ready?
Are you asking me that?
Yes.
Well, yeah. Okay. Never mind. Let me just focus on Tori here,
We
okay?
get so many emails, and this is the one we chose to do the call with.
I mean, Brooke, we're not going to turn down the chance to interview a hard 4 on his dating life. Self-admitted.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here we go. This is for Thom.
Yikes.
Let's call her.
Hello.
Hi, we're looking to speak with Tori.
Yeah, this is her.
No, it is a dumb joke.
Sorry, I just thought.
Tori, what's up? You're on the radio with Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Hey, Tori.
Hi.
Sorry to bug you.
That's weird.
Yo, it's going to get a lot weirder here in a second. There,
We don't know that for sure. We do want to pry into your personal life just the tiniest bit and ask you about a date that you went on the other day with a guy named Thom.
Oh.
You probably met a lot of Thoms, so this one, he was the one that took you to a dive bar?
Yeah, Thom. Okay. I remember him.
Okay.
Like weird.
He's weird, or it's weird that we're calling
No,
him?
it's weird that you're calling me.
Yeah, we're weird. We know.
Well, we're just trying to ask in general how you felt about the date and how you felt about Thom himself.
I don't know. He's okay.
Okay.
Fine.
He's fine.
Oh, okay. That's not a bad review.
You going to ask her, Alexis, on a scale?
Yeah, I was waiting.
No. Let's not go into the superficial route.
Yes.
That's just rude.
Okay.
I don't want to hear
rude,
that.
he says.
Oh, it's just rude now. I see.
We're
I
above
see.
that. We're above that as a radio
we're not.
show. We want to ask, we want to get a sense of how you really feel about Thom. Is there a chance that there might be another meetup, maybe?
I mean, I guess he did text me. I never texted him back.
Okay.
It was a fine date. I mean, I didn't really seem like he wanted to be there, but I didn't really want to be there either. So.
Oh. Okay. Why didn't you want to be there?
I mean, it wasn't a bad date. It just wasn't a great date. I don't know. I guess I've been going back and forth on how I feel about him.
Okay.
Part of me is I can probably do better. But then there's another part of me that's is it even worth trying to find somebody else?
Don't settle. Don't settle for Thom.
Brooke, Thom is our listener. He's asked us for help.
Yeah.
I don't want him to settle either. He also,
You didn't say that to him. You only said it to her.
Tori, is there any highlights or lowlights, any moments from the date that really stand out to you?
Any lights?
I mean, not really. I haven't even really thought about him.
What do you mean you haven't thought about him?
I don't know. Just you have an experience. It's and then you just kind of go about your life and don't give it much attention.
Oh,
Have you ever thought maybe no highlights is a highlight? That's actually in itself?
That's interesting.
I mean, wait, are you guys asking me?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of it that way?
Same person happening.
All right. Well, the similarities are actually pretty striking.
I know, that's what's confusing me. Like,
And
they both seem like, meh.
I can't wait to see the fireworks that explode out of a conversation when we tell you, Tori, that Thom is actually on the other line right now listening to this conversation.
Oh.
Yeah, and he wants
That was a scream.
he wants to jump in and talk to you.
Huh.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Yeah, that's Thom. So we're just going to back away and let you two lovebirds
Yeah.
talk this out. Go ahead.
Dramatic.
Sorry. I mean, I don't want to like hurt your feelings. I'm just being honest. Like, I don't know. I just didn't feel like it was that special.
Oh.
Really, no offense to you. Like, you're a nice guy.
I mean, look, no offense taken. I agree. It was fine. It's not like we didn't hate each other, you know, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I mean, I guess, like I said, I'm like going back and forth. Part of me is like, yeah, why not? It was like fine. And then the other part of me is just like, it's not even on my mind at all that we even went out, you know?
Is this where dating's at?
Yeah.
Is this what's happening now?
You're interrupting the sparks, Brooke.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, look, I appreciate the honesty. And I'll be honest with you. I mean, I kind of only thought about you when this radio show came on. They sort of asked me if I wanted to do the second date call. So
Oh, we asked
that's
you.
kind of...
I mean, that's fair. That's totally fair. Like, I think back on their date, there's nothing like special about our date, you know, like I get it.
I know.
I'm not
But
offended.
it's weird. Like, that's what I kind of liked about it. Like, the lack of interest. Like, there was no drama. And, like, that's kind of not bad.
That was actually the most positive thing that I've heard any of them say.
One of the most romantic things that's ever been spoken on this show.
Are you guys attracted to each other?
guess.
I mean, I guess.
They both thought about it for the same amount of time.
Very long pause.
I think you guys are actually perfect for each other.
I
And you're
know-
madly in love, and you just don't care enough yet.
The bar is set so low for
It's in the
both of
middle,
you
not even
that
low.
this might actually work.
I don't think there is a bar. I think the bar is left.
Well, let's find out for sure because, Tori,
What
we'd
is
love to
happening?
offer you another date with Thom, and we would pay for that date if you're willing to see him one more time.
I mean, I guess like the dating apps are just so bad right now. Like, I don't know if you guys are on there, but there's just like pervs and weirdos. And like, I had like a group of 3 saying they wanted to add a 4th one time. It's just like rough out there.
So we're giving up.
I guess, yeah, like why not? It doesn't like hurt to do another one.
So you're settling. Like,
All right. Well,
It
Tom.
may hurt, though.
Well, hold on, Brooke. He may have changed his mind. Let's ask him. Thom, are you still up for this?
I mean, I think it's great. I mean, I'll take a free date.
all right.
I'll take a free date.
I'll take a free date,
That's-
and why not? How much worse can it get?
Sure, what the heck?
Well, congratulate. I don't even want to congratulate you. It doesn't feel like it deserves a congratulations.
Oh, I think
it's like
I have never been so depressed at the end of a second date.
now it's officially my favorite second date we've ever done. Now that Brooke's depressed. Good work, Thom and Tori. You're going out one more time.
Yay. Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Are we done?
Oh, wow.
You ever been just casually hanging out with someone when suddenly they start to give you a vibe and you think, wait a second, do they think that this is a date?
Oh. Oh, you're not excited about it? I was excited.
It was just like unexpectedly.
Yeah, okay, because
It
you
just-
didn't think it was a date.
Because it happens to me
Yeah.
all the time. I'm
Oh, it
just doing
does?
my thing in studio, and then Brooke will slide her scarf blanket
my
to the
God.
side and show me a little extra shoulder, lower her glasses down her nose. And I'm like, hold up. Does Brooke think that this is a date?
I definitely do not.
Excuse me, because you're married, first of all.
Yeah,
Plus, I'm
Brooke.
young enough to be your son. So
If
that's
I-
not going to happen.
If I slide my glasses down, it's just because my face got a little sweaty.
They're-
That's
Ew.
all.
Yeah, and they're really
Just
heavy.
like-
Okay.
They're really
They
thick
are.
and heavy.
I understand. I
have
make
a
you
very
hot in
large
all sorts of ways, but you need to get over it. Because one of our listeners found himself in an unexpected romantic situation, and he's asking us for help today. His name is Julian. Julian, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, how's it going?
You're lucky to
Whoa.
have the expert in Jeffrey on with you.
Julian, you don't think this is a date now, do you?
Okay. See?
Because I tend to have that effect on people.
And Brooke is showing a lot of cold shoulders. Like a lot of shoulder. Freezing.
Julian, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let's focus not on each
Us.
other,
Okay.
and let's
Yeah.
focus on the lady you want us to call today. Who's she?
So her name's Abby, and the date that you're talking about was unexpected. You know, it actually happened like in real life. It wasn't off of an app like every other date.
Oh, whoa.
Cool.
You are you're a rare man on this segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, where'd you meet?
Throwback.
Yeah, so I was on a work break,
Uh-huh.
and I went to grab some coffee, downstairs, and there's a coffee shop right across the street.
Mm-hmm.
And the barista is like making my drink, and she offers to give it to me for free.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Are you just having the best day ever? Like,
I know.
how good do you look that day?
I mean, hey, I guess I remember to shave or something.
Yeah.
Oh, so is Abby the barista?
No, she's not. So yeah, so I was a little surprised, but then I look behind me and there's this really cute girl, which is Abby, behind me, and so I tell the barista, okay, well, I'd like to buy her drink.
Wow, just shatter the barista's dreams and hopes. That's true. Because I think she was probably hitting on you, but...
And then you just started to pay it
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
That's a good move. What did Abby think?
Well, she was like, wow, that's really nice. And so, that opened the door for us to talk. And, I didn't have that much time on my break. It was only like 10 minutes or so. But, I asked her, like, hey, do you want to go sit outside and drink our coffees? And she said yes. So we did. And it was great. I mean, it was short, but it was great.
Is this your date, though?
Yeah, why are you asking like that? Like, this was the date. This is a date.
It was 10 minutes long.
You don't need drinking and casual sex for it to be a date,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. And casual sex can last 10 minutes too, bro. FYI.
But this is just a meeting. Like, I feel like we have forgotten what happens in the real world.
Really good.
Hold on, Brooke. Just
Okay.
calm down. Maybe we should ask, what did you talk about? Was there some flirtation happening? Date vibes there?
Mm-hmm.
We had a great conversation. So, I'm a big hockey fan, and she's not, but she was, like, interested in that. And she was like, oh, isn't it just guys, like, punching each other all the time? And I was like, no, it's like there's a lot more finesse to it.
They skate and then punch each other.
Yeah.
And hit each other with sticks.
Yeah, sometimes.
Did you, like, parlay that into we should watch a game together sometime or anything like that?
So I did not, but I did parlay it into, hey, I'd like to take you on a real date sometime.
I'm glad it wasn't, hey, I'd like to punch you in the face.
He's like, face off right now.
Although that would be more up Brooke's alley for a date style. So
Oh, I'll punch a man whenever he wants.
it does. I mean, it sounds like you had a good connection, even if it was a short amount of time.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what's so bizarre because I've texted her a few times since then. When I called her, like I heard her voice on the voicemail, so I know it's like her actual number.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if I just totally misread the situation, or maybe she has a boyfriend. I don't know, but I'm very confused.
Did she give you her number after you said, I'd like to take you on a date sometime?
Yes.
So, yeah.
That's pretty direct.
Yeah, then she knows the intent of the number giving.
I mean, aside from hockey, did you guys talk about anything else?
Hopefully.
We talked about Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Okay.
What would have been tense.
No spoilers. I haven't seen Better Call Saul yet. I'm a little behind.
One of the most erotic shows on TV, for sure.
The lawyer?
Oh, yeah. That bald spot gets me every time. Was there a hug or was there a kiss or?
Yeah, what was the
Kiss?
vibe?
10 minutes.
What was
Jesus.
the physical vibe?
Yeah.
It's like, was she playing with her hair? Was she smiling? Was there a lot of eye contact? Was there no eye contact?
Oh, no, there was a lot of eye contact. She was playing with her hair. She was smiling.
All good signs.
There you go.
So wait, I forget. You've reached out and she hasn't called you back at all. How long is that?
It's been about a week.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. It hasn't been too
It's
long.
not that long, but
Yeah.
Maybe she just forgot to
Well,
text you back.
Maybe we'll
Then
turn
it wasn't
this
a very good 10 minutes if you forget.
That's true.
I mean, I left her a message, so I don't know how she could forget.
Oh, it takes me more than a week to check my voicemails. I usually let them sit there for at least 3 weeks before I actually listen.
But I texted.
Okay, well,
And you texted. Okay.
let us try giving her a call. Maybe she'll answer from a number that's completely unrecognizable. We might have better luck there. We're going to play
That
a
sounds
song.
weird, but
Yeah.
okay.
Who knows? Might as well try. We're going to play a song. Come back, try and get your second date update right after this. Some of us are clearly flustered in studio today after hearing about Julian's first date with Abby, which, to Brooke's shock and horror, involved no drinking, no cooking drugs in any back alley sheds, and no fluids exchanged except for the coffee that he bought her after they met in line.
Sure, I always bring fertilizer to my dates and some cough syrup.
Yeah.
But that I'm not saying that everybody has to do that. It's just strange. Like, it's 10 minutes. And it's a chance meeting in a coffee shop.
I know. It's
Caffeine's a
crazy.
drug.
People
Well,
can have a
that's
romantic connection just
No,
talking
I'm
to
not
each
saying
other.
You can't have a romantic
How is that
connection.
possible?
It's just crazy that we're considering it a date.
Although
Anyway,
it
that's
did
all.
give me a good idea for
What's
a
that?
coffee shop.
What's
Fluid exchange.
No.
One
No.
pump or two.
That's
I like
Look at our
it.
interesting crowd.
I feel like you're going to be a quad guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's crowdfund this thing.
Yes.
But before that, we got to talk to Julian because it's been a week since that date happened. He's having trouble locking down date number 2.
I have to say, I mean, I just felt such a strong connection with Abby. You know, I mean, it's like, how often do you have something like this happen? It just felt like a really great connection. So I'd love to see her again.
Yeah, and I think it's a good sign that she gave you her phone number. Like I said, after you
Mm-hmm.
had mentioned that you want to take her out.
Yeah, you said
Yeah.
word date.
And a real number.
Yeah, and a real number, exactly. Because if she was in a relationship and she just didn't realize that she needed to tell you that, then a fake number would have sufficed.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay, well, now's the time to get all those answers. We're going to dial her number and double check if it's real and then ask why she's not calling you back to get another date, all right?
All right, thanks.
Jeff,
Okay.
are you going to ask her if she wants to invest in the fluid exchange
Well, let's.
program?
I'll get to that,
Coffee shop?
obviously,
Okay.
but first
Obviously.
we're going to focus on Julian here. So here
Sorry
we go.
I asked.
Hello?
Hey, is this Abby?
It is, yeah.
Hey, Abby, my name is Jeff from a morning radio show you may or may not have heard of called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Okay.
All right, that's a nope.
Okay, that's okay. Hey, Abby.
Are we on air?
We are.
Yes. Look at you with terminology.
Yeah, I was going to say, you sound like you belong in here with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a background in broadcasting?
I did an internship in high school.
Oh, look at
Hey, you want to run the board?
More experience than Alexis.
That's true.
Yeah, you do have more experience than Alexis.
So, I don't
Alexis
know.
is like, what's on air mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if you did this at the place where you interned, but we have a segment on our show called Second Date Update.
No, I'm not familiar with that.
Okay, well, it's pretty simple. Basically, one of our listeners reaches out to us after they can't get a hold of somebody they went on a date with, and they want to know why. And you are the person we're reaching out to, because you met up with a guy named Julian the other day.
Okay.
I mean, it was a quick meeting.
Yeah, yeah. I remember Julian.
Okay. Yeah.
Julian told us that he thought you're really cute, thought that things were going well when you were chatting with each other, and he was hoping to see you again. He doesn't really understand why that isn't coming to fruition.
Wait, so he's asking you to find out why I didn't call him?
Right, because you're not really responding to him.
Is there a reason, or is it just, it's only been a week, maybe you haven't had time?
I mean, I saw that he called, and I've been just kind of thinking about it, but, I mean...
Oh, you're, like, on the fence?
Yeah, kind of on the fence about it.
Okay.
Can we ask why? Like, what are you on the fence about?
Well, I don't know, like, what he told you about, again, it wasn't a date. I mean, like, we met in the line at the coffee shop.
Yeah.
And the barista gave him his coffee for free, and she said, thank you for your work. Thank you for the work that you do. And he was wearing scrubs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
He's like a doctor
Or a nurse, yeah.
Yeah, I figured he was a doctor, a nurse, did something in healthcare.
Okay, we didn't know that.
So that's cool. Like, you wouldn't want to date somebody like that?
No, I mean, I did think that was cool. I thought that was definitely worth taking a couple minutes and getting to know him better. When he was like, hey, you want to go sit outside and have our coffees?
I'm in between brain surgeries. I only have 10 minutes.
Or in between bedpans, both very useful things,
I mean, for most women, hearing that would be the absolute green light
Oh,
to
yeah.
definitely see them again.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, I mean, it either means he's like really successful or he's really good-hearted. Like one of those two is true.
Okay, so where's the disconnect happening?
Well, he talked about his work a little bit, but he was talking about like how much he loved his work, and he was saying that sometimes he can get really close to his patients, and he just loves being able to help his patients and make them happy. And I was thinking that's really, really cool. I got a great vibe from that.
So he is in the medical field.
What a good dude.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? And then he asked me for my number and said he'd like to take me out. I gave him that, and we parted ways. And I was getting in my car, and I was just that look back. I was kind of watching him, and he was walking across the street going back into his work, and he went into one of those waxing salons.
Oh, like an aesthetic place, like
yeah, like where they do like Brazilian wax. No, like a Brazilian wax.
Okay.
I didn't even know those guys wore scrubs.
I'd never even had a male do that for me before.
I mean, literally close with his patients.
I've never walked into a waxing place and seen a dude.
I didn't know that was a career option, or I definitely wouldn't be here.
Yeah, where do we apply?
Jeez.
And I was thinking, immediately I thought of him saying, "Yeah, I get really close to my patients," and I don't know. That just made me go,
Maybe he just meant Maybe he just meant physically close.
Abby, thank you for sharing that with us, but there is kind of an awkward part that I need to get to here, and it's best to probably just rip it off real quick and let you know that Julian has actually been on the other line listening this entire time, and he wants to talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, I just think this whole hi, Abby. Yeah, this whole conversation. I mean, it's so pathetic because waxing is a legitimate profession.
I don't think anyone is saying that it isn't.
I'm not trying to. As being a doctor, frankly speaking, I mean, I had to go through 14 hours of online webinars to get my certification.
Wait. Hold on. Did you just say that being a wax technician is as legitimate as being a doctor?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very proud of my work. I make people's lives better, and also the whole women thing. I mean, there are men who come to our practice as well. I've seen naked men as well. I'm a professional.
I don't know if this is helping.
Good for you.
Sorry, we didn't mean, honestly though, we didn't mean to insult your profession. I think what she's saying is that she just had one impression and then it was just totally different. So she just needed a minute to kind of reconcile that.
For a week.
Well, she was, you shouldn't be making assumptions. I mean, it's not like I said that I just got off of operating on someone's heart. I mean, you can assume based on things, but you know what they say about assumptions.
Yeah, that's true.
He wasn't operating on hearts. He was shaving a triangle.
Yeah, exactly.
Which takes a lot of skill.
Could have been a landing strip.
I was going to say, those are
better. Yeah, I mean, that too. You need 14 full hours of studying to get to it. But
you guys are joking about it, but it's super hard to do. I mean, it's very sensitive, that skin, that area,
We're not trying to insult anybody's profession here. We just wanted to get the two of you talking. So, Abby, why don't you talk directly to Julian here?
Okay. So I echo what they're saying. Like, I wasn't intending to insult your profession. I think I felt a little bit misled. And I don't know, I think maybe if you're in that, like, that's the kind of thing that, and I know we didn't have a ton of time, but it's the kind of thing that would be good to know.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, grow up. Like, seriously, grow up.
No, Julian,
I actually kind of agree with him on that one.
What are you talking about?
I mean, it's just like, if you see it every day, it's not like he's looking at it in a sexual way. Like,
it's a body part.
Exactly. I agree with him on that, just on that piece. Like,
I mean, I don't know. I look it up every day, and it is never getting old to
that
me.
Is different. Because the purpose, the intent is different.
I heard that Abby was impressed with what he can do. Isn't that right, Abby?
Actually, I didn't say impressed. I said I felt a little misled.
Well, those are mostly the same letters in those words.
Rearranging. That's right.
About the same.
Well, I guess I should start putting it on my forehead, then I wax.
Okay, I don't.
At least the barista liked you.
Oh, yeah.
It's because she's my customer. That's why she gave me the free drink.
That makes so much sense.
A satisfied customer, clearly.
Yeah. All my customers I have 5 stars.
Oh, nice. And he can wax stars.
I may need to get your number after this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
We can
Alexis, you down?
let's all get waxed together, guys. We can hold hands.
Yeah.
We'll do a morning show waxing. Put it up on the Brooke and Jeffrey Instagram.
I think mine's going to take a lot longer than yours. 18
minutes.
I know we're not supposed to have favorite listeners. Like, if you ever ask, we love all of our listeners equally.
That's right, Jeff.
Right, gang? But no joke. The woman on the phone right now might be our new number one.
Aw, I'm Seriously, she's so good.
She's just so wholesome.
After just a couple minutes of talking to her and hearing her story, every single person in the studio was pulling for her.
Yes.
Yeah.
And wanting to actually be her friend in real life.
Yep.
So I guarantee you're going to be falling in love with her too once you hear it in your brand new second date update coming up next. You know the saying, opposites attract?
Yes.
I don't know if that's really true, at least not in today's call.
Okay. I mean, it typically is, but why do you say?
Because the woman on the phone said that her and her date both have blonde hair, they both enjoy chocolate pudding, and they both have the same mother. How crazy is that?
Jeff, that's gross.
I mean, okay, I don't know about the last one. I may
They're like
have,
mom's chocolate pudding.
I may have slipped that in. I don't know. But it would be an interesting twist if that turned out to be the
I don't
case.
think so. That's not the word.
No,
Yeah, it's not the
interesting
word
at all.
I'd use.
Yeah.
It's illegal.
We draw the line at cousin stuff on this show, but please welcome Justine to the program. Hey, Justine.
Hello, hi.
What an intro.
You do realize the same mother makes you siblings, even, not cousins.
Only
Jeff.
by blood, Brooke. Only by blood. So, Justine, you said in your email that you bonded with this guy because you had a lot of similarities. What similarities did you notice?
Well, we're both really quiet.
Aw.
Oh.
I can see that.
Do you want us to talk softer during this
That
call?
could be
Would that help
awkward on
you?
a first date.
I don't know. It always reminds me of the movie quote, "We could talk or not talk for hours."
Yeah.
From Best in Show.
What's his name, by the way?
His name is Ken.
Okay. How'd you meet him?
We met at the bank.
At the
Bank.
Oh.
Another quiet place.
Why'd you have to go into a bank?
I don't like
Right? Who does that anymore?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that two quiet people would meet in person. Like, who approached who?
Well, actually, we were both filling out paperwork side by side, and I asked him to borrow his pen, but I didn't even say words. I just was like, you know how you do, like,
You just hold your hand out?
Like
You point?
You pointed with a nice smile? Eh.
yeah, exactly. And that's kind of how it got started. It was pretty sweet.
Okay. When
That
was
is
the first?
romantic.
She points and he's like, "Do you want to go out with me?"
No, I think he also did a head nod, and she
Yeah.
just understood.
Wait, have you talked at all?
Yeah, you heard this man's voice.
All right. So that's kind of cute. You're
That
both.
is cute though. The vibe. It was purely vibes.
Yeah.
So what did you guys do when you went out?
Well, at first, he suggested, because we were both so quiet, he said we should do this, dating in the dark thing.
Huh?
Oh,
And
yeah.
I pointed out
Wait.
that's when you don't see the person, not when you don't speak to them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
Do you mean the dinner where you go dining in the dark? Is that what
Yeah.
you mean? And you do the dark dinners?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that what you did?
No.
No.
Thank
No.
goodness.
Because then you wouldn't see or hear them.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're still here.
But then maybe you'd really like them.
I know.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
true.
It'd be both of your happy place. But what
Best
did
date of my life. We didn't say a word.
what did you end up doing?
We wound up going to this little Mediterranean place, and
Cute.
we were texting before we went, and we agreed to each bring notebooks. So we just wrote each other notes at dinner.
Aw.
Very fun.
For you, this is cute.
Yeah.
I'm not saying for everyone.
Wait,
this would
though-
be torture for me, but this is adorable.
Was it the whole time you wrote notes?
I mean, we talked to the waiter.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good.
Gave your orders.
But for the rest of the time, you two tried to stay quiet and just enjoy and soak up each other's silence.
Well, no, write
Right.
notes. They shared information still.
But but quietly.
Yeah, quietly. Yeah,
Right.
in their way.
Yeah.
I bet you
Okay.
there's a lot of smiles every time the note got passed back, though.
Yeah.
You'd hope.
Sounds hot.
Well, and
Yeah, you know.
we wound up laughing the whole time. We really enjoyed each other's company, which is
Aw.
kind of awesome. But there was a mistake. The waiter brought out only one meal at first,
Uh-oh.
and it was what I had ordered, but they put it down in front of Ken, and so he started eating. And I was like, I wrote him a note, and I said, "No, that's mine." And he wrote back, "Mine what?"
Oh, no. I'm glad he didn't say not anymore.
Yeah.
Right. So it made us laugh. We both laughed a lot. It was really fun.
Did you get food? I'm worried.
Thanks for worrying. Yes.
Okay.
He gave me back my dinner, and then his showed up.
Okay.
Did it turn into like a challenge to not talk? That's what it almost sounds like.
It would be
Who's going to
hard
break
for
it
me.
first? Yeah.
Sounds like a challenge to them would be to talk.
Yeah, like for certain people, like talking is a big struggle, but like this is the perfect date for two people that are kind of shy and introverted. It's
So
great.
did you guys share the last kiss by just drawing lips on 2 pieces of paper and putting them together?
That's funny, but no.
So tell us after the quiet dinner, how did the date end?
It didn't end with dinner, which was kind of nice.
Oh, really?
We went and got ice cream, and we were people watching, and I pulled out my notebook and said we should do this again sometime, and he wrote yes.
Oh my
but
God.
that was like more than 2 weeks ago. Well, that's not true. It's almost 2 weeks ago, I guess.
Almost 2 weeks. Okay.
I don't know. I feel like this guy is going to be a slow mover, just from the vibe he's given. We're
And
not
that's a
going to
bad
be.
thing?
No, it's just who he is.
Oh, he
That's
sent
why...
a letter in the mail.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it's taking a while to get to you.
Like, I don't think I would be worried that he hadn't contacted you in 2 weeks.
You guys literally do sound like an old married couple with like you guys go to the bank, you guys write each other notes, enjoy each other's silence, and sit on a park bench eating ice cream together.
Sounds like you guys just text, though. Obviously, you're not on the phone a lot.
I mean, I sent him a text.
Okay.
That must have been a struggle for you, though, just to get one out.
She's good at writing.
But
You guys are making me blush. I can't believe how hard my cheeks are burning.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'm just going to say real quick, I am really impressed that you're doing this because you are really putting yourself in a place that isn't a comfortable zone for you. That's cool.
And that's actually the deal is like, I feel like I need your help because it's so awkward to call him.
Yeah.
And you guys are so good at the talking.
I don't know if we're good at talking, but we can do a lot of it.
like
so.
to do it.
Good thing it's not an awkward Tuesday. 'Cause this would not happen.
Exactly. So we're going to come back. We're going to call Quiet Ken for you and see if we can silently get him to agree to another date. We're going to do it right after this. Hold on.
Thanks.
We probably just met one of the sweetest people that we've ever had on this show before.
Yes. I'm worried we're going to ruin her.
I hope not.
Is no one else?
Her name is Justine. She is quiet. She's kind sounding. She's got a very genuine laugh. It made us all feel good about ourselves no matter what we said.
I mean, honestly.
And that's so rare. If we get this guy, Ken, on the phone and he says something rude or disrespectful about her,
hang up.
I'm just letting you, I am treating her like a little sister to our show and I'm going to be standing up for her. Hardcore.
Are you fighting him?
I don't know if she wants to be a little sister, but.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm in her corner.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
And I mean, it already sounds like her heart is breaking because who goes on a silent date and has a great time?
Yeah.
Justine and this guy, apparently. The only communication that was had the entire time was via handwritten note. So we need to figure out how to get him on the line and figure out why he is not jumping to get on another date with her.
They have like the same vibe.
Honestly, like he can't have a multitude of options here. This is a guy who barely talks.
Okay, this is her future husband that you're talking
I don't
about.
mean it in a mean way. I'm just saying he's not out there being a player, you know?
Brooke,
like
he
he's
can-
not out running game
Just-
because he can't pass notes to just any hot lady that walks by. It's not like he's just
Justine,
out on the field.
Justine, do you want to defend your man?
No, she knows what I mean, right?
It's making me giggle, though.
Okay.
How do we
Major
know
laugh.
him just walk into a library and rizz up everyone in silence?
It's possible.
Very possible.
I mean, he could be like a silent Casanova that we never even knew existed.
Just tossing bookmarks
So
and stuff.
many hot singles at the library.
Yes, thank you. Brooke gets it. Brooke gets it.
Did I tell you guys I'm a librarian? How?
You are.
No,
You
you're
are?
not.
Way.
That is the cutest, Justine.
That makes sense.
It's,
Brooke, do you want to
totally
take back your
fits.
library comment?
No, I love the library.
Oh, okay.
okay.
I actually am the only one in this room that goes.
She really does, actually,
Yeah.
all the time.
All right, just stay quiet. Justine, I know you're not going to have any trouble with that, but we're going to call him and talk to
Wait,
him, okay?
I'm worried when she tries to pipe in,
Yeah.
we're not going to hear her.
We'll call you in
get
when it's
it.
time,
we'll
okay?
we'll make it obvious.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, hold on. Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, is this Ken?
Yeah, speaking.
Hi, Ken.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, good morning,
hi.
Ken.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to
Whoa.
be.
You're probably hearing a lot of voices right now, and that's because you're on the radio with Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hey.
Welcome to our show,
Yeah.
man.
Hey, Ken. We're excited to talk to you.
Why? What? Sorry, what are you calling?
Yeah. We don't want to overwhelm you, but we're doing a segment here. It's called Second Date Update. And one of our listeners asked us to reach out to you because you went on an awesome date with her the other day.
Well, she thought it was awesome.
We all thought it was awesome too because
Yeah,
we heard a
totally.
little bit about it. We're talking about Justine.
Yeah, her. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you guys went out almost 2 weeks ago.
That is correct.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, she told us about the day that you two hung out, and it sounded pretty unique.
Yeah.
At least for us, 'cause we do a lot of these calls, but we haven't heard a lot of dates where two people go out and stay quiet and actually enjoy it.
I'm so sorry. Just 1 second.
You okay?
I don't know. Maybe he's at work or something.
He's nervous. He's throwing up right now.
Stop it.
There's a lot of talking
Or
for
he's
him.
in a library.
All right, well, then
and the
maybe.
librarian's walking.
They're shushing him, maybe, yes.
Justine is the librarian, remember?
But
Well-
she probably went to a
I'm
rogue
back.
library.
Okay, hey,
Oh,
Ken.
sorry.
So,
Sorry.
look,
It sounds
It-
like you're busy right now.
yeah, we don't want to take up too much of your time, but bottom line is Justine says she had a great time. The
Good.
question is she's not getting any signals back that you wanted to hang out again, and she's kind of disappointed by that.
I kind of don't want to hang out again.
Wait, what?
Oh, buddy, why?
I mean, we were passing notes, right?
Right?
Yeah.
We were talking about ourselves, and I started running out of things to say.
Oh.
Oh, I hate that.
I mean,
Oh.
it would be a lot to write. 'Cause it's
Yeah. Yeah, and it is hard, like
Yeah.
when there's a lull in conversation, to force a question. I mean,
Yeah.
the first couple are okay, but by the third or fourth, you're like, so.
You shouldn't feel bad. That happens on all first dates, I
Yeah.
feel like.
Really, Brooke? People write on all of their dates?
No, that's not what she
You know,
meant.
there's
run
always
out
a
of-
moment, where
Yeah.
you're like, I don't know what to share
Yeah,
right
so.
now.
I get that, but you guys don't understand. I literally told everything about myself.
Oh,
You ran out of things to
Yeah.
reveal about you on the first date?
that should be impossible, bro.
Books, movies, interests, foods.
Yeah, but there's more to people
Music,
than just
siblings.
Yeah.
what
Did
you
your
like.
hand hurt? That's a lot of writing.
Oh, wow,
Wrist
yeah.
cramps.
I mean, I don't think you're giving yourself credit.
I think you're giving me too much.
Oh,
I know.
Man.
Dude,
There's
I
got
bet-
to be a middle ground here.
You might surprise. I can understand you feel a little bit nervous and intimidated, but what are you worried about? Like, what's the harm
Well-
in seeing her again?
I'm worried she's gonna find out I'm not just quiet like she is. I'm boring.
Oh,
Boring.
no. That just broke my little heart.
Dude.
Oh,
You're not boring.
man.
You have a awesome woman.
And
who's-
then when you do another date, that's what you talk about the whole date is the activity. Like a new topic, you know?
Yeah.
or just what happened on the last
Yeah,
date.
exactly.
You are not-
It's just always going to replay their first
Yes,
date.
yeah.
Until
Dude,
the end of time.
you are just the calm in a world full of chaos. We need people like you. You balance out all us idiots.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you think that you're boring or you're not enough. Somebody that believes that you're plenty is Justine. And don't just trust me. She's on the other line right now,
Yeah.
waiting to talk to you.
God,
Quietly.
this is pretty bold.
Justine, are you there?
We need to hear her.
I'm here.
Oh.
Are you guys kidding me right now? She's been listening
It's okay,
the
Ken.
whole time.
Dude.
This is
Yeah,
cute,
man.
not embarrassing.
No, I think
promise.
he's about to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Justine, I am so sorry. I can't. They made you listen to all that. Why? Why?
Why?
Dude,
Because it was my idea. I was too nervous to call you, and I called somebody who could. And these sweet people have. We didn't mean to scare you.
sweet.
And
My
we've never
God.
been
called that.
Who in this room is sweet?
This feels like maybe it backfired.
No, not at all. I'm really glad to hear from you again.
Guys,
Oh, my God.
I feel like if we wouldn't have gotten involved, they would have never talked to each
That's
other.
right,
Maybe,
Jose.
yeah.
Make this about us. I love it. I
Way to
love
take
it.
the credit.
We
make
are
love happen.
amazing.
Yeah.
Look at
I'm
us.
so
He's the one who
proud of us.
contacted us.
The
Don't
power
forget.
of our show.
But look, I understand that you're really nervous, Ken, about talking to her and coming across a certain way. I think the pressure of being in a quiet setting is a lot. I think the next date that you go on, like you're just in the wrong venue. Do something that's loud.
Yeah.
Go to a sporting event. Like, go to a comedy show where there's other stuff to point at and talk about rather than just sitting quietly together.
Comedy show would be so fun.
Yeah, you just get to watch
See,
it.
comedy would be fun. Would that be fun for you, Ken?
That sounds like it would happen.
Okay.
Comedy does happen, yeah.
Okay.
See what I mean? He's so funny.
He's so funny.
All right.
Dude.
Look, the whole goal of this is to set you guys up on another date and lock that down, and we would pay for it. So, Justine, now that you know how he feels, you still want to go out with him again?
Very much.
Okay.
Oh, Ken, did you hear that? Like, that's got to feel good, right?
Did he hang up?
Hello?
Just
Ken?
I'm sorry, I dropped my phone.
He's nervous.
Oh, no.
Hands are shaking.
That sounds great.
Okay. So, we will send you guys out on another day, and we're going to pay for it, okay?
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful, you guys.
Okay.
Oh, it just makes me want to go to the other room and shout, Ken, 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 Ken. See, it feels good.
That's a little terrifying.
Oh, okay. So we should have whispered
Tone
it,
it down.
Brooke. My bad.
Yeah.
Ken.
That's even more terrifying.
Okay.
We're not trying to wake him up.
All right, we're just going to hang up. Bye.